Yo, what up, everybody? Is the boot. Connor, how you doing, brother?
Hi, again, I'm Connor. Again, hi, my mic's working again. Hi.
That bit is for us. That's not for them. Audio listeners, you have no reference. That part won't be in. It's not the thing before that
No,
got cut, but like trust us, it was tight. Hopefully, if you were here live, you would know, but you're not here live. You're an audio listener, so you didn't get it. But like, if you wanted to hear that kind of thing, you could be coming to Twitch to listen to us record on Fridays, and that'd be tight for you.
twitch.tv/sayitnight and cdog_come hang
That's
out.
true. That's true. You could. I've decided to make this a plug. I've decided to create right at the
Sponsored by
top.
us. Hi, we're the sponsors today. Come join our streams and watch us play Pokemon and Oblivion Remastered and World of Warcraft sometimes and
That's true.
Iodine Chronicles, maybe if I said that right, and
Genshin Impact?
Genshin Impact and FFVE, but that's dead or whatever. And I didn't say it right, but hey, it doesn't matter because it's not
so
here
dead.
anymore.
Fucking true. Street Fighter 2. Not Street
Street
Fighter
Fighter,
2,
yeah.
but Street Fighter also.
Yeah, true,
Street Fighter
true,
2 is a
true.
different game.
True.
Yeah.
At some point, all of the Dragon Ages.
God bless. You know, it's so funny you say that because I'll tell you what is at some point in the not too distant future, all the Kingdom Hearts is.
Yeah, man. Such a sad game, huh? The lost hearts and getting your girl back, and then her just kind of disappearing again, and just
famously, you're a huge Kingdom Hearts head, right? You obsess over the lore. You've played all the games, all 9 of them. You're like really in there. Watch the movie.
Here's my lore on that. I dated someone who loved it a lot, and I got all the information from them. And now I'm just stuck with that information without anything to use it on. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Though I will say I did not hate it. I enjoyed watching them play stuff and hearing all the lore about it. Is very interesting and confusing in some parts. 3 was kind of interesting. 2 was like, ooh. But yeah, no,
Kingdom Hearts 2 was kind of
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 is kind of icky compared to 3.
That was the. Oh, interesting.
I like 3. 3 was cool.
Fascinating. Yeah. So yeah, I have never played 3. Famously, it's sitting unopened in a box, just on my shelf. I own it, and it's still in the shrink wrap from GameStop.
Wow.
Which, hence, the reason we would play. Well, because great question. Because a couple of years ago on my birthday, I was gonna like marathon all of them on Twitch, just like from the first one to the end, like all just go through. And I bought like that big like collection on PS4 was like all 9 like. It was all 9 games, but the playable content parts, and then like all the ones that are like dead or live service that went away, are like cutscenes you can watch or some shit like that. I forget.
Sure.
But I was gonna get in there, and I got like maybe 5% into the first one. I got into like the Alice in Wonderland part like really early, and then everybody in chat that was like a regular was like chilling and having a good time. But then we were like overrun by like 200% new viewership of like Kingdom Hearts heads that were rabid weirdos. And they were just like so not pleasant to have around that I was like, maybe I won't do this. It's just like, no, all right. I don't like the influence that's having.
Well,
so I just stopped. But
notably, you know what series also does that? There's 2 main series that does that on Twitch, and in my experience.
Say Persona, and I will scream.
I was gonna say Persona and Dark Souls.
That's so fucking funny.
Persona and Dark Souls will have the weirdest motherfuckers come in and either tell you you're doing something wrong, backseat the fuck out of you to where you just don't even want to play it anymore.
Yeah.
Or come in and just straight up spoil stuff. And that's just Twitch in general, but also more so than not those games.
Yeah. That is so true. And that was happening a lot when I was playing Kingdom Hearts. There was a lot of, you have to do exactly this. This move is like, this is the best thing. You have to go here. There's a box spider, by the way. Hey, what do you think about this thing in the story that's about to happen? Like,
do you remember
constantly
Homie Pudson back in the day? I used to watch him a lot. We used to raid out to him and stuff.
Pudson.
He probably raided you a couple times. It was like back in the day. Yeah, back in like 18.
Yeah.
So he started playing Persona, and he like completed it. But the curse of Persona is you get a lot of viewership for playing Persona. People will watch you.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
You'll have numbers, and then you stop playing Persona, and they disappear.
Oh yeah. Persona heads are watching for the persona, not for the streamer, for sure. In every instance.
And it's happened to 3 people I've watched where they see the numbers go away and they're like, man, I don't want to stream anymore. It's the persona
Oh,
curse.
yeah, that's true. I'll tell you. Well, yeah, if you're not chasing like the meta, you do have to kind of detach yourself from the numbers a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you're not like back in the day, like my numbers could have been a lot higher if I was in the hot tub meta. You know what I mean?
All of us for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I knew what it was. I was like, okay, I guess I'll just keep my clothes on. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then as a
Also, Dark
result,
Souls players, man, fucking, I can't, would never play a Dark Souls game on stream.
Dark Souls players are fascinating.
After
Dark
my
Souls players are
experience with
really interesting.
streaming Elden Ring, never again. I'll
Elder
never
Ring.
do it.
It's just old people.
Well, no, it's just people coming in and being like, "You're shit. Go play Dark Souls." Like, oh, this is hard. You'd never fucking be able to beat Dark Souls. Oh, what a fucking loser. You like this game? You
Well,
would
yeah.
never play Dark Souls. Literally the whole time.
That is true. Elden Ring
Yeah.
is like kind of baby mode by comparison, and they don't want you to ever forget it.
They don't want you to ever forget
They want to make
it.
sure you are really, really hyper aware.
Oh, you're playing a magic build? You're a fucking pussy. I'm like, okay, but
Yeah.
I play magic builds in like everything I do. But okay, thanks for coming in and saying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is a weird one.
heads. Weird heads, actually. Like those communities. And I don't hate it if you're in that community and we're chill. Like, I don't hate you. But the weird ones that come in and like don't care about trying to ruin your day, fucking disgusting, bro. Get out of here. Go be normal.
Well, and you know, it's really interesting too, because Dark Souls is a pretty easy game, kind of in general. Like as a series, like Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, they're pretty easy unless you make them really hard for yourself on purpose. Low level run, bad weapon run, no magic, Like you have to like really put a lot of limiters on there for it to be like a super tough experience. And I feel like Dark Souls is not the king of that. Like, I feel like you could do that with other games that would be a lot harder if you went to the logical extreme of that. But somehow Dark Souls like got they're really known for it.
I mean, I think for people who are good at that kind of combat or whatever, I think that you're right. It is easy for them. It is easy, and if you're good at that combat, then you do have to put limiters on yourself and be kind of weird with it. But I'm notoriously just not that gamer. I'm not really good at like the blocking thing. Especially in like Elden Ring, the bosses will like change up their it's not like a scripted fight. It's like it's
Oh, but you cleaned Elden Ring, right? You cleared it.
Co-op the whole time. Yeah, I did not solo Elden Ring, nor did I ever want to.
Oh.
Yeah, I did not. I've never
mod co-op or the real co-op.
Co-op. No, normal co-op.
Oh, I see. Not like the open world perma co-op, but just like boss fights.
I wanted to do the open world perma co-op because I fucking hated doing every bit of the whole man. Okay, so I think we talked about it before. I've never once said I was a guy who like beat it myself. Blah blah blah. Hey, co-op all the way. If I had a choice, if I could have done it and it didn't have the issues it had at the time, I know the modded co-op is really good now, but back in the day it had a lot of issues still. I would have liked to do modded co-op because, man, if I'm just trying to co-op with my homie, I don't want to be invaded. Invading sucks. It's the dumbest mechanic that's ever been put into a game. I hate that shit. It's stupid. But hey, I'm not a Souls-like game head like that. So I'm not coming at it from the point of like, I don't want them to change that for you homies that want that. But if I just want to play co-op with my friend, I should just be able to do that.
It should be opt-outable, I think.
Yeah, I just, but then they complain, but if they opt out of it, then no one will do it. I'm like, well, maybe no one wants to deal with that. That means that no one likes that mechanic. And there are people specifically who will do that to try to ruin people's times. And I don't know about anybody else, but it's not really fun for me when someone comes in my game with a corruption build and one-shots me and I corrupt in 5 seconds. That's not gameplay to me,
Right.
And hey, I know I sound like a bitch right now. I know to all the D3,
okay,
D2.
We're getting in front of it. We're starting early with the defensive talk.
No. Hey, I understand. I get it. If you're an Elden head, if you're a Dark Souls head, if you're a DS 1, 2, 3, whatever head, I know you're gonna come in here and be like, that Connor guy, that Sea-Dog guy, pussy, dude. You don't want to be invaded? Don't play my game, pussy. Like, I get it. I get all that shit. But hey, guess what? I don't give a fuck about what you have to say. I just want to play co-op with my homies. My homie, one person.
Who'd you co-op it with?
My ex.
Oh, I see. I
That's
see.
another. Yeah, I streamed it as well.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
God
but
bless. Yeah.
again, people coming in having opinions that they can't just shut up about,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's just like it's not a fun gaming experience.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for sure. And I played that game famously 3 times.
Yeah, and again,
I
I'll
beat
be
it
the first one to
3
say
times.
it's why I won't review it very heavily because again, I'm not like a good Elden Ring player. I'm not a good Dark Souls player. I'm not a Souls like enjoyer, first
Oh,
and
well,
foremost.
that's what I was about to say. I'm not either.
Yeah,
I hate Elden Ring.
yeah.
I
I
don't
would
like
never play it
it.
3 times.
Yeah. I well, I was I get I'm gonna throw myself under the bus. The straights are at it again. There was a girl and she liked Elden Ring, but she wasn't very good at it, you see.
I see.
So to assist her, I had to like become very good at and knowledgeable about Elden Ring.
Yeah,
So
see,
I
mine was the
masked that
opposite.
by spending time on stream doing it so I could like get in
Sure.
there and learn how to play so I can inform her what to do.
Mine was the opposite. My ex liked Souls like games or whatever, but
Yeah.
also I was like Elden Ring looks cool. So like I want to try it.
Oh,
I wanted to
interesting.
try it. I wanted to play it. So it's not like I, you know, was forced to or anything. I did enjoy my time. I put a hole in my desk. It happened, but like
Did you really? Is that a joke or is it
yeah.
for real?
No, that's for real. The
Oh no.
I notoriously don't crash out with games that much. Like I'll get loud or whatever, but I don't like throw things that much.
Sure.
Expedition 33, Elden Ring. 2 games where I
Not
notoriously
33.
I threw my controller 33. Yeah, I threw it across the room on the. I don't want to spoil it, but
You know
yeah,
what
there's a
might be
couple
up your
moments.
alley? You might want to look into like Hamtaro Ham Outbreak for
No,
the GBA.
hey, you know what? I understand that Souls like games aren't my thing, and I understand that I'm better with other things. Rocket League was really good at that.
Sure.
WoW,
Hey, and
you know,
I can't play Rocket League to save my
hey,
life.
5-time CE Raider, World of Warcraft. I'm good at what I'm good at, right?
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
not, hey, Elden Ring, not my thing, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time with it. But I'm just gonna say, if people notorious, if the majority of your fan base are like, hey man, maybe you should toggle this on and off for like invading and stuff, maybe that's a sign that not a lot of people like that stuff. And then if people want to be invaded,
Right.
they'll leave it on so they can be invaded. Now it's tight for them. The world of Elden Ring is great. You know?
Oh, just like the environment and scenery and stuff.
The environment, scenery, the story was cool, but like I can't get on board with how shit the co-op experience was, the invading, and I know again that's not a Elden Ring specific thing. That's just the
Yeah.
first. That's just the first Souls-like game I played to completion or whatever. So it's like again, I'm basing my Souls-like experience off of a watered down Souls-like experience.
You know, as a certified hater, the world is very cool. Like the environments you traverse and like what everything looks like and like the audio design and everything. Elden Ring is
Yeah.
very tight in that way.
Yeah, it has a lot of good scenery, a lot of cool set pieces, and the boss fights were fun too. Some of them.
Yeah,
But
even me as a
again,
certified like fuck this gamer, like that is pretty tight.
Yeah.
I did like the world design quite a bit.
Yeah. And I'm not a guy who's like playing a game that I'm not a masochist. I'm not playing to like get my balls busted. I'm not, I'm not playing Elden Ring on expert difficulty or whatever. I'm not doing like a insane.
I'm trying to remember, were there difficulties in Elden Ring?
Oh, I don't know. I just assume there was.
I kind of think there aren't.
No. Okay. Well, just in general, I'm not like a expert gamer or whatever, right? I'm not playing
Sure.
I'm not playing like Doom Insane mode or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
All right.
Well, I'm just
But
saying.
if you did though.
Like I could probably get through it, sure. But I'm not gonna it would be like begrudgingly,
Right.
Like I'll play what I enjoy on hardest difficulty. Like Assassin's Creed is easy for me, so I'll play it on the hardest difficulty. And
did you play it on the hardest difficulty?
I was playing on expert, yeah.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. So like I'll play the things that I'm used to playing or
sure
on hardest difficulties or higher.
The stuff you like ramp up. So like Expedition 33, your game of the year, you're probably dialing that up to expert.
what I mean by like is just like I've had more time in those games. Like I've had Expedition 33 is one game that came out that doesn't have any sequels. I've played every Assassin's Creed game, so I'm kind of
Oh, I
used
thought you
to
were
the
saying you
Assassin.
intended to dial it to expert on 33 for a minute. I was like, that's crazy. What growth? I thought you were like saying right now openly, like, I'm gonna dial it up.
Okay, no, I beat it on normal.
Oh. Yeah, I thought you were gonna like play through again on the hardest just now. I was like, that's crazy. That's not what I
No, I'm
expected at
not doing
all.
that. No,
Oh, I see.
no, it's hard enough on normal for me.
Yeah, I was just like, that explains the hole in the desk if that's the case. Like, goddamn.
Well,
But no, sure.
the desk behind me is from Elden Ring.
I
Yeah,
see. Oh, I thought you said. Oh, you threw the controller. Through the controller in 33. Yeah, I see. Interesting. So yeah,
yeah.
so there are some things you'll like rank it up to expert. You'll like go crazy with it.
Well, yeah, like WoW, I'll do mythic stuff.
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed game, Spider-Man expert, yeah, stuff like that. Obviously.
because you're kind of a gamer with it. Like you're kind of a gamer though. Mythic rating, you're like auto in. You're qualified for gamer.
Yeah, so I'm not a game like so there I guess I would say you and Death for instance are more of like every game you play you're going to min max. I will min
Oh
max
yeah.
WoW and I kind of leave it at WoW and I play everything else for fun.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Like
I
I'm
do
not
kind of be min maxing everything else. Yeah.
like in Borderlands, notoriously you and I are playing, I'm not going through and I don't have a build up in front of me. I'm just picking stuff that seems fun. And then if I reach a point where I'm like, "Oh, this is shit," then I'll like respec. Or if
Right.
I'm like not enjoying what I'm doing and I need help to figure out how I can enjoy stuff more, sure, I'll look up a build. But I'm not doing the World of Warcraft level of things where it's like every piece of gear I'm going and simming to see what the damage outcome is, how I can get that to the
Oh, the calculator thing.
simulate calculating damage or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm not
see.
doing that with other games like Assassin's Creed. I'm putting points into things that I'm playing it on expert, sure, but I'm not. I don't have a build up in front of me of like the most insane Naue build or the most insane Yasuke build. Like I'm not doing that, or the most insane Gunner build for Borderlands 3. I don't have that up in front of me. That's not like something I'm doing.
Right. No, same.
Um, or like Oblivion, for instance, playing that through. Like I don't have a build up in front of me. I'm just kind of like leveling skills I think are fun.
Right.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't have like a how to become the craziest sneak archer in the town or whatever. I'm not doing any of that.
In
I'm
the town.
just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not like doing any of that. Um but I will, when things are easy, I'll turn it up for sure because I want to challenge at the end of the day. Like if
Yes, right.
normal on Expedition 33 was like I'm sleeping, I was gonna turn it up to expert, and then it kicked my ass, and I didn't turn up to expert because I was having a hard enough time as it was.
Yeah, I see.
So
You never like put your toes in the pool on that one, right? Like
uh,
you started on normal and just left it there.
I left it on normal. I did the tutorial in normal, and I was like, oh,
But like you
okay,
didn't like
I'm kind of like
downgrade to
out of my
normal.
element.
You like
No,
started.
I started, yeah,
Yeah. Brother, let me tell you, expert's insane.
yeah. I've
That
seen you
shit is
play. I've seen you
disgusting.
play. Yeah,
That is die in one hit to every mob every time.
yeah. It's just not. That's
Which I
not
guess is kind of my fault too. I'm not putting points in HP, but
well. Like from the builds I've seen, you're not really supposed to unless the weapon calls for it. So it's like that's
right,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do? Were you like attack and speed? Were your like priorities or
My priority depended on the weapon. Every weapon has an A and B trait or whatever, or B and C or
yeah, the
whatever.
unique scaling?
I
Yeah.
picked the traits. I picked a weapon. So Death kind of gave me a run through of like what to look for. He didn't explicitly tell me do this or do that, but he told me like, hey, look at your weapon. It's gonna have like a thing it does. And if you want to build that
Yes.
on the character, pick that weapon, level it up, and then put your
Right.
skills in because if the weapon skills based off of vitality or whatever, the more points into to health, the more damage it'll do, or it'll
Right.
like
Yeah.
scale whatever. So
Yeah.
that was my like I didn't have a point in time where I was like every guy has agility 100, every guy has this or that. It was based on my weapon.
Right. I see.
Yeah.
Then famously, I'm only leveling luck. I'm putting no
And
points in
then
anything but the luck stat on every character.
yeah, and then like I fucked up because I didn't use Mael on the gestural tournament, so then I couldn't get her best weapon, and that was like a big thing. And I mean, it's whatever.
Oh,
At the end of the day, I wasn't like too worried
yeah.
about it.
I'll tell you what, I got that weapon. I'm still not using it. Because I'm trying to
Well,
like focus on fire, and there's a different weapon that's better for fire.
yeah, yeah. I was doing fire too, and then through the tome of knowledge, her virtuous stance is fucking insane, like insane crazy, like at the
For sure.
um so I started building virtuous stance, and even with her second best weapon for that, it was still fucking insane. Like she just does so much fucking damage. Mael's probably the
Mile,
coolest
yeah, I'd
character.
imagine.
I love a stance switching character. I love a character. Well, I can't speak about it because you haven't seen him yet, so I don't want to
Yeah,
like.
I know there are it's like 6 playables, right? And I have 4. There's 6 or 7, I forget.
Gustav, character you haven't met, Seal, Mael,
And Lune.
and Lune. 6, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm missing
6.
2 homies.
Yeah, which you'll get in Act 2. You have to get there, but it's pretty cool. I know you were like lurking in stream. I don't know if you saw the guys I was using or whatever. So I
I
don't
was
know if it's
peeping a
like
little bit. I
did
saw
you
a thing or two.
see my team with like the dude who transforms? I'm sure you were there.
Yeah.
It is so fucking tight. His kid is so fucking cool. That's such the cool, like the goofiest, coolest thing.
Really?
I don't know if you caught like what was happening or why it was happening. I don't know if you want me to tell you.
I was intentionally seeing as little, you know what I mean? I like
Okay,
caught some
sure,
stuff, but I was like trying to
sure.
not like I
Yeah,
had some
yeah.
host
I
blinders
won't
on.
talk about it then. I just need
Yeah,
you to
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
there
yeah.
because I want
Yeah.
to watch you play it because it's so fun.
I just had Miles Nightmare.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, because you still haven't gotten all of SK stones yet, Esqua's stones or whatever.
No.
Yeah, you have to collect 1 or 2 more, I think.
Yeah. I
Last
just
time I
got
was in stream.
SKA and I just got SKA and then Mael had her Nightmare and I think that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, so you still
Because
need to
I've
go.
spent the last like 7.5 hours of gameplay trying to fight Golgra,
Sure.
the village chief of the Gestrels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that at level 25. She's kind of packing heat.
Well, if you're on normal, sure, but you're on expert. Yeah, no.
She's packing some heat.
I
And
was
like
told I did it
technically I could get in
too
there,
soon.
but
I
what
was
level did you do
told
it?
I did it even at like 20. I did it lower than that. But of course, I
Oh, but you
am
beat
on
her though?
normal. Yeah, I beat her. Or too early.
Well, you're goaded for that.
Well, no, not good because then I didn't get the. Anyway, long story short. To be fair, I was under leveled the whole time I played. I found out
That's
somehow I
funny.
was under leveled, and I feel like I hit every single. I didn't deviate from like searching every room and everything and fighting stuff. I didn't nope out of a fight. I thought I was like doing every fight I could, and I was still
Yeah,
like low on XP.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
What level? Well, I guess you wouldn't be able to say, but how under leveled were you? You think like a couple levels or like a dozen, like a lot?
I looked at other streamers doing the content I was doing, which was like the end boss,
Yeah.
and there was like a 10 to 15 level disparity between us. And Death
Oh
even
wow.
multiple times was like, "Hey man, you can just go level. You don't have to like do this right now." I was like, "No, fuck it. We're doing it. We're doing it." You know.
Wow. I
But I
see.
mean, you don't know that. It doesn't say, "Hey, this boss is level." It's not like any other game where it's like
Right.
this
Yeah.
boss is this level, whatever. Like you're meant to like find that out. You know.
Yeah. They do visually inform you that like an area is too high of a level,
Yeah.
but like not a boss. Yeah. Like
Yeah, it
there's
was
little warp
fun.
gates like for the levels. I found out recently that if the portal to transition to a new area is red, it's a hard area. It's like too high a level for you.
Yeah.
And if it's blue, it's like appropriate level or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, imagine me going up to every single portal and it was red and
It's
going
all
like,
red.
well, okay. And
Yeah.
like, well, I guess whatever. Like I can't
Yeah.
do it.
I got a bunch of free levels from fighting that dumb aberrant thing too, the chromatic aberrant pink fuzzy
Yeah.
guy.
But also
Because I
too,
fought that dude at level 7. I just got in there like, fuck it, we counter, baby.
yeah, and then also too, like I don't really do a lot of JRPGs anymore to begin with. Like the last JRPG
Sure.
I really played, like the Dot Hack series, and then the GU series after that, like the Dot Hack GU series, like that's the last like JRPG that I like jumped into heavy, you know? Like
Sure, sure, sure,
that's,
sure,
you
sure.
know, so um and that was action combat. That wasn't turn based. That was full arena action combat for like everything. So
Yeah.
um
I don't remember what my last JRPG was before Expedition 33. Maybe like Octopath Traveler or something.
man, I don't have the money to pay you to like play them, but I would love to see what your opinion is on the old quadrilogy Dot Hack series, like the original. Like just
Well, surely those are
get
like
the ROMs.
emulatable.
Yeah, they are. They're just like free.
Yeah.
I would love it, but they're a little longer. I guess like as a kid, I thought they were long, but like maybe they're not that long. Like thinking about it, but man, such a cool world that I wish hadn't died out. Dead IP.
Dot hack.
Yeah,
They don't do anything new with that, eh? Like it's just done
it's
done?
just dead. Yeah, just CC2 holds it, and they just don't do anything with it.
That's tough. Hey, speaking of IPs, did you see that thing from San Diego Comic-Con? The 30th anniversary thing? I don't know if this is like an organic thing you would rather find on like your Twitter feed, but the little Gundam Wing new stuff, Gundam Wing coming back for the 30th.
Are they doing a
Kinda
new?
tight.
Are they doing a new series or a new
I
movie?
think so. Yeah, there's like some new Gundam Wing thing dropping. There was like a trailer at San Diego Comic-Con.
Recent information indicates Mobile Suit Gundam Wing has a major focus at Comic Con 2025.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
breakdown of
yeah.
key events. Gundam Showcase featuring 30 years of Gundam Wing.
Yeah, they dropped like a new animation trailer. Shit looked crazy.
New 30th anniversary key visual inspired by the original broadcast eye catch frames was unveiled. Special Operation 30th video direct new manga series Mobile Suit Gundam Wing .5 point half preventer. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
fuck manga names to be clear, but
Well, so that must be after Endless Waltz because the Preventers is what Zex joined at the end.
yeah.
He's like, we put out fires. We're the Preventers. Him and oh fuck, what's her face?
Relina?
Relina, then the short haired like butch one who wasn't really butch, but she was like a twink butch. She has the
Oh,
short
I know who you're
like
talking about.
yeah that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
First chapter's already in English. Frozen Waltz and Frozen Teardrop, Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz will receive a theatrical re-release. That's kind of tight.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Remastered
yeah, yeah.
episodes and original series. Oh,
Yeah, dog, that's what I'm saying.
well, okay. I don't know how remastered these are gonna be because they did for the 10th. I own the 10th Jesus Christ anniversary box, the Blu-ray box set when they first came to Blu-ray for the 10th anniversary. So I don't know what they mean by remastered because those were remastered. So I don't know if they're like, it would be tight if it was like
Well, that was 20 years
1080p
ago, right?
redraw would be tight. Yeah, I guess rescanning is a lot better now.
So they probably are doing like, some AI upscaler or like
That's tight.
yeah.
If they did like a 1080p version of Endless, like a whole new. Yo, can I say something controversial at Brave? I know the Armoro heads are gonna be hating me for this.
Yeah, well, sure.
Gundam Wing, one of the best fucking Gundam series I think I've ever watched. And hey, you can come for me, but guess what? Armoro Ray's a pussy and shouldn't even be a pilot anyway.
Do you think it holds
Fuck
up, Gundam
Armoro
Wing?
Ray.
Like if you went to go watch it right now, do you think you'd be like, yeah, this is tight?
Yeah, because I watched it like a couple months ago.
Really?
I watched like the first like 10 or 15 episodes a couple months ago. Yeah. It's
That's
tight.
tight.
I enjoy it. Oh yeah, Mobile
Yeah,
Suit
hell
Gundam
yeah.
Wing celebrates 30th anniversary with new video, art, and manga. Uh,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, it's tight. That's tight. I think it is not new, but it's like just upgraded visuals, which is tight. Like scans.
Right.
Um, the original Mobile Suit Gundam premiere in 1995. Mobile Suit Gundam Wing as Waltz. Revolution has begun.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, damn, I gotta tell my boy.
Yeah, no, I did
That's
not
tight.
see that, but I think Crunchyroll put it on as well. It doesn't look like it's new animation, but it looks like they have done some type of like upscaling of it. So that's tight. That's cool.
Yeah. The special video they dropped, that was new animation. Like it was crazy looking, but
Yeah, I'll have to take a look after pod. That's tight though. Yeah, I love a good man. They're kind of like hammering 30th anniversary for Wing hard. Like they've done a lot
yeah.
of crossover events with games. They've done like Overwatch and some other games, and then just the amount of content they've been putting out.
I keep wishing
Uh,
we get Gundam 30th anniversary call it for Genshin Impact, and I know we won't, but God, that'd be tight.
I would
Imagine.
love I would love a Gundam Wing series where it like follows Zex as a preventer going through and like
Oh, interesting.
stopping like the wars from kicking off, like with like the Toggies. Like you put a Toggies 4 in that bitch. Little upgraded Toggies action in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or maybe do like a white Epion, so like a Toggies Epion combo. And just fucking he's in there fucking like getting rid of people before they start like full scale wars and shit. That's kind of tight.
Yeah, that'd be kind of big. That'd be kind of big. I fuck with
You
that.
know who I don't want to see? Sandrock. Capture a
Wow.
Rababa winner, go fuck yourself. You know?
Yeah, Katra's difficult. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a boring ass one for real, for real.
Let me ask you this. How would you feel? What would your genuine reaction be? New
Sure, tell me.
series, new,
Yeah.
entirely new Gundam IP.
Uh-huh.
It's called like Gundam 7 45th mobile adjacency or whatever. Who gives a fuck? It's a new
Like
IP.
Gundam
And
Endless Waltz again.
yeah, totally new thing. And the two main characters are Amuro Ray and Kachura Barba Winner.
Oh god, shoot me in the mouth.
They're the two main characters,
You know, I
and it
will
only
say
follows them the whole time.
I will give Sandrock credit where credit is due. Everyone who does this model kit and does like the cloth like sachet he has where it's like the I don't know, it's not a
Oh, the
sachet,
cloak thing?
the cloak or whatever, that's
Yeah.
tight. When it's like cloaked and it like the Gundam eyes are
They're
showing,
glowy?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's tight. That's the only time Sandrock's tight.
I see.
You know?
But like in the show, maybe not hidden.
In the show, he has the cloak a couple times, but not like there is a couple
Yeah.
times where they're like in the desert for some reason and
And they
he's
gotta
like
keep
cloaked
sand out
up.
of their joints and shit.
Jesus Christ, yeah,
Gotta
imagine.
put the tarp on Sandrock.
Yeah, you know, it wouldn't be as bad if the like Arabian army he commands or whatever wasn't also ugly as hell looking. That like
Damn.
those like do you remember those Arabian Gundams they had? His like
Yeah,
Arabian
with the
army?
scimitars. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking ugly looking. So bad. And they're all different, which
Damn.
is tight, but man, if they weren't ugly as hell, you know?
That's so funny.
They might hold the trophy for not only ugliest Gundam, but fucking ugliest MS team in Gundam Wing.
Oh, in Wing specifically.
In Wing specifically.
I
Like,
was gonna say there's some uglier Gundams than that. Let's be clear.
I'm not gonna compare them to like other Gundam like
Like
series
G
or whatever.
Gundam had some stinkers.
Well, yeah. Also,
yeah, okay, I see.
the V
But
for
just in
Vendetta
Wing.
Gundam. I don't remember what series it's in, but it has like the mustache. Have you seen
What?
that? Hold on.
No, I don't know about that. Ain't no way there's a V for Vendetta Gundam. I mean, I believe you, but what the fuck? There's no element of you doing a bit right now. This is like
It's
completely
not a
sincere.
good. It has like a mustache. Yeah, here it is. I don't know what series it's from. Maybe it's Victory
drop that.
Gundam. Maybe I don't. I'm not deep in the lore, but tell me this isn't meant to be a fucking goofy ass mustache.
Let me see.
Probably not V from Vendetta specifically, but that's just what came to mind. But you'll understand what I meant. Brother has a mustache.
Oh.
It's like they took the horns that
That's
every Gundam has and they made it a mustache, a face mustache.
I It's not V for Vendetta, but you know what it
No,
is though? Like it like he
it's like he's in
huh.
a fucking mariachi, like a mariachi mustache, like a fucking you're a fucking old school Spanish um
You know what this guy looks like to me for real?
conquistador.
Conquistador. You know what this dude
Yeah,
looks like for real to me? He looks like he looks like one of those old-timey 1910 boxers who was to engage in fisticuffs. You know what I mean? Like he looks like a fucking goofy ass. This is crazy. What a crazy choice.
Turn a Gundam is the
Like
series.
TURN space A.
Turn a Gundam. A
What a
prominent feature
weird
resembling a
fucking.
mustache on his face. This is a unique design element, is what often leads to the series being referred to by the nickname Mustache Gundam. There you go. There it is.
I gotta tell you, like, I don't know if you're familiar or not. In history, there have been on a number of occasions helmet and armor designs with like sweeping horns or like particular angular features. The idea, like the Japanese kabuto famously, is like made to be very round and deflect sword strikes.
Like, tell me that's not
Uh,
Spanish. That's not 100% Spanish. That series poster that I just linked you.
but this mustache would just cause the laser sword to like slide into your head harder. This is like the opposite of what you'd want. God, I don't even understand what this mustache is supposed to be.
Yeah,
That is actively a telenovela cover.
that's what I'm saying, right? That's like it's a meme. I have to look to see if this
That's so
is
funny.
Turn a Gundam a satire. It almost reads as a satire,
That's
right?
insane.
Like a satire of Gundam.
I don't
Like,
think it is, but it kind of looks like it should be.
oh, AI overview. Turn a Gundam is not exactly a satire, but it incorporates elements that can be viewed as in satirical and self-referential in Gundam. I see.
Huh.
It diverges from the typical setup of clearly defined good and evil factions found in many Gundam series, instead highlighting conflicts driven by individuals. Well, that's fine. A lot of Gundam series do that.
Well, yeah, we fuck with that. I I'm just
Yeah, it
struggling
looks
to
terrible.
understand that mustache is crazy. Like, what kind of Dr. Robotnik ass robot is that? That's insane. Like, I feel
Right?
like Sonic's gonna beat that Gundam up.
And don't get me wrong, now we live in a world where Quux exists, but like that before that, this is what we had.
The QUUUUXX or whatever. Quux.
Quux. It is Quux. In
That's
the
so funny.
in the dub, they do say Quux. Quuxu.
That's so tough, man.
And look at this. I
Yeah, the
think this
letter
is
R
also
is just
in
ravaging Japan.
I think
Just
I think this is
devastating
also in
Japan.
Turn a Gundam 2. And what kind of monstrosity is this?
All right, let me
The
see. Let me
Gundam
see. Let me
heads
see.
are pissing and shitting right now, but holy fuck, what is that?
Wait,
You
his
know?
ass is like an old car.
Yeah, it's like Transformers part forming. It's
It's
disgusting.
got like a. It's got like a. It's got like a 1950s Cadillac butt.
Literally, yeah.
Wait, that's tight.
That's
Okay,
lazy.
I'm gonna be so for real. I actually like that one.
Oh, I'm so
That's sick.
sorry. That's not actually that sick. No, I can't. I cannot imagine a world.
Oh, does he like? I see. So his like head and chest like compress down, and then his arms like go out and twist, and it fits into that thing that looks
Yeah,
like a divot
it's
on the bumpers,
fucking lazy.
and his like little feeties like up
Yeah,
into the top.
transforming things are tight, not when it's lazy like this. You know what I mean? That's lazy. That's disgusting. We hate that.
I don't know. The Muto is kind of sick.
I don't know. Are you ready for the Gundam live action movie? Are you ready for that monstrosity
Is that
that'll come
actually
out
happening?
sometime?
Is that like
Last
a
time I
real
heard
thing, or are we
it,
mean
still
haha?
wasn't in production. Hell, Gundam movie.
We're not like haha JK. That's like for real, for real. Wow, that's tough.
Yeah, I bet it's gonna be an Armor Ray version of Gundam, like the series too, and I'm just gonna
I'm
be
gonna say
like,
something
man.
crazy right now. I hope there's almost no Gundams in that Gundam movie. Is that weird?
Well, okay, hear me out though. They've done Pacific Rim okay, and they've done Transformers okay. If they don't try to do something fucking insane,
Well, but yeah, what if they like Bayify them?
oh, if they're Bayified, put a gun
Yeah, what if they like
in
have like
my
like gear
Fortnite
like
character's head for
yeah, what
sure.
if like gear eyes and like open circuit joints and shit? Like they make them like Bay
It
Gundam.
needs to be the Bumblebee remake and not the Bay version. It has to be like, hey, we're okay with like hard corners and boxy looks. It has to be that.
Yeah, they're gonna sleek them up. You know what I mean? They're gonna like round the edges, make them all silver.
Well, no, we've learned from the Bay movies because that's why we have the Bumblebee re-release. That's why we have like the Bumblebee version now being like the most popular version. Like
I have fear
the
in my heart, but I hope you're right.
I have fear in my heart too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're gonna. This is 1 point away from being a Mortal Kombat movie. You know what I mean? But also, it could be. It has the potential to be okay. You know what I mean?
Fuck, I'm
Imagine,
so oh god.
imagine we get a 5-part movie series,
Yeah.
maybe 6-part, right? Gundam Wing movie series, movie universe in which you have a movie for each Gundam, and it's like because every Gundam had its mission, so you have a movie for each Gundam, and then you have like the big get together, all the homies get together, fucking
Oh,
Avengers.
you want like an MCU of Gundam Wing?
Well, yeah, the MCU, the fucking mobile suits get together, bang, version 2 suits, everyone's fighting, and then you have like the capstone part 2 endless waltz. Bam, dude.
Uh
Get fucking Okay, this might be a terrible take. Get the fucking kid who played get Tom Holland. He's the Hiro Yui, bro. Okay. That's a
Tom
joke.
Holland Hiro Yui. I think he's too old.
He is too old, yeah. You have to get like some couple 5 psychopaths together. It could happen. It could happen. My screenplay
Huh.
would be amazing. It'd be great.
How old are the Gundam pilots? They're like 15 to 18.
Yeah, they're like too young to be tried as
They're
adults
like late
in
high
court
school.
for being terrorists. Yeah, I think.
Who would be a good what's the fan casting? Uh hmm.
Maxwell would be the kid who played Wiccan in the Agatha All Along series. He could do that. He could play Catra. Not Catra. What's his name? Maxwell, Duo Maxwell. He could do like a Duo Maxwell vibe.
I want you to know I googled popular actors under 18 and almost every actor on this list is 20 to 27.
You might want
Almost all of
to
them.
burn that Google search too after you're done. That's a sussy. That's a
Nah, I'm
sussy goot.
fine.
The kid
I'm
who
fine.
played Aang in the live action Avatar can be Wu Fei, right? We get him and his Wu Fei. They're both bald. They
Wait,
can do
I
it.
think I'm having a stroke. Who did you say would play Wu Fei?
The kid who played Aang in the live action Avatar.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah. I'm not being crazy. I'm being for real.
No, you're doing great. I was out of my mind for a minute.
Hiro Yui might be tough. I don't know if anybody has the chops, psychopathic
Hear me out.
teen
Hear me out.
Gundam pilot. Sure,
Hiro
tell me.
Yui.
Yeah, tell me.
I got you.
Tell me.
I got you.
Tell me.
Dakota Fanning.
That's so funny. Hear me out for Relina Peacecraft. Hear me out. Relina Peacecraft, played by Emma Stone. That'd be tight.
I was thinking she'd more of like Amanda Seyfried, but I'm with you though. I hear it.
Yeah.
You know who would be Hiro Yui? Harry fucking Styles, dude.
It's like 40.
Harry fucking Styles would be such a. No, he's not. He's like born in 1994.
Harry. Oh, is he? Oh, okay, that's tight. Or hey, the guy who plays the lead zombie on Zombies, Hiro Yui. He plays a good
Troa
teen
Barton.
already.
Troa Barton.
Troll Barton. Oh yeah, true. He could be a Troll Barton. That's tight.
He
He's
got the
already
angular face.
he's
He has
already
like the
good with
long
like the white paint on his
clown
face.
makeup.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Tight. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He has a very like he has a tall, narrow head. The guy from Zombies.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
wouldn't want him piloting my heavy arms, but I could see a world where that is the right casting call for sure.
What if you find out he's just like a goated actor because he gets cast as Troy? It turns out he's like, wow, when Disney's not in charge, he's crazy.
Yeah, like I'd be tight. Yeah, that'd be like, hey, I'd be happy. Like if you play Troy right, yeah, tight.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you who the tough one is for me. The tough one for me is Katra, because like Ellen DeGeneres is too old.
Well, you know what happens with Katra? Here's what we do. Hear me out. Are you here? Are
Yeah.
you ready? We had the same kind of situation happen in another movie we watched recently called Borderlands.
Yeah.
You put
Kevin Hart?
No. Kevin Hart as Katra would be fucking hilarious. No, even in more insane. Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett plays fucking Katra, a Barba winner. That's goated. That's tight. Yeah, love that.
She already has that energy. Or you get Jamie Lee Curtis. She could like because Tannis is pretty much Katra, right? That's pretty much, and she's got the natural hair for it. You know. You get Jamie Lee Curtis on board.
Jamie Lee fucking Curtis. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think that's your hero. I think it's Harry Styles. I think that's actually like a goated casting. He's got the hair. He's got the skeleton. He's got the bone structure. He's kind of a thinner guy. I'm picturing Harry Styles in like the black shorts and the baggy green tank top. I think that's your guy.
And then for Zex, we get The Rock in or Jason Momoa for like to round off the cast.
True.
Or like Kevin Hart can play him, I guess. Doesn't matter. He has a mask on the whole time anyway.
I don't know who we get for Duo Maxwell.
Duo Maxwell is the kid who played Wiccan and Agatha All Along.
Who?
The kid who played Wiccan and who is
Agatha All Along IMDb. 1 sec. I didn't see it. Hold.
Can't remember his name specifically.
Hold. Oh, this curly-headed fuck?
Yeah. Put a wig on him. He's Duo Maxwell all day long.
Oh.
Yeah. Trust. Yeah, trust. Yeah. He could pull it off. Hey, you don't have to worry about the hair. They just put the wig on him. That's fine.
I just feel like Duo Maxwell is such like an acorn-shaped head. And this kid, Joe Locke, has such a like trapezoidal. He has like an upside down parallelogram head almost. Like a rhomboid.
From the front, Duo Maxwell has a bit of a acorn
noggin.
A chin that could fucking cut glass.
Yeah, they have very like angular, and then the cheeks go out and it's kind of boxy. They're like acorn heads. I probably should have a search on like for Gundam pilots, as I'm learning now. That's crazy. I just typed Duo Maxwell, and that was not enough of a filter. Google is unhinged.
What else? Who else could play a Duo Maxwell?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Joe Locke in some of these pictures does have a Duo Maxwell face.
Does he?
His recent pictures. He has a very angular, puffy face in some of these.
Let me see what's up.
Like he has the chin, and then they just put a couple prosthetics on his cheeks, and he'd be fine. Or hear me out. Samuel L. Jackson just does it.
God, that's tight. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. You know who plays Katra or Barba Winner? You know who fucking plays Katra or Barba Winner, dude?
Yeah, tell me.
Fucking Gambit. Gambit.
Not Tatum. No, not my
Yeah,
Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Stop it.
Channing fucking Tatum. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Well, I guess you get Finn Wolfhard in there as like you can get like Finn, or you can get like Caleb in there.
Oh,
Caleb's got the same kind
bro.
of face.
I wish we could fucking time travel, dude. Fuck, Ryan Reynolds would be such a good Duo Maxwell. That's so annoying.
Well, they can
He
always
would nail
CGI
that
his
part.
face.
He would nail that part for real. Like their
Yeah,
energy
the
is the same.
quips. Their quips are pretty much the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Physique
And
isn't there, but like the energy is the same.
yeah,
Fuck, man. Like Ryan Reynolds in the movie Waiting. You know what I mean? Like that era.
yeah. Yeah, that's like a
Fuck.
solid cast. That's a solid cast.
God
Even
damn it.
hear me out. Even get what's his face? Fucking get David Harbour in there as Zex. A little just
Yeah, I
kind
fuck
of
with
let
that.
him
I fuck with
go.
that.
Kind of let himself go. Kind of coming out of retirement in Zex. You know, he
You know
could
who'd make
play
a
that.
tight You know who'd make a tightrope Barton, dude?
Tell me.
Aubrey Plaza.
It's true. Yeah, she would actually.
Like energy wise, like just like you know what I mean, just straight from the energy
Imagine
wise.
Aubrey Plaza fucking Relina Peacecraft. Would be hilarious.
Brother.
It would be
Brother.
insane. In another world, it would be insane.
Insane. Crazy.
I don't even like you, Hito, and she just walks away.
She like meows like a cat, rolls over, like
And just
standing. She has like a
walks
little
away.
barrel roll and just gets weird with
Oh,
it.
so funny.
Fuck. That's hilarious. You know the one with the bun that works with fucking. They got like the big circle glasses. She pilots the Mercurius, I think. The fuck is her name? I forget off the top of my head.
Oh, fucking
She got like the puffy little ascot shit. You know who I'm talking about.
God, yeah, I do know who you're talking about, but I can't pull her name.
Gundam Wing characters. Fuck.
She ends up being one of the preventers or whatever. Right.
Not fucking.
The like light brown haired one, right?
Yeah, she's got like a bun. She wears glasses. Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself for this.
Yeah, it's hard. I can't pull it off the top of my head.
Lady Un. Lady Une?
Yeah. Yeah. Lady Un, as they say in
Yeah.
the
Lady
in the
Un.
English.
Yeah. Yeah, this goofball here.
Yeah. She's
Audio
a bad
listeners,
bitch.
I'm DMing an image. Yeah. Yeah. She's Dakota Johnson.
All right. This has gone on long enough.
I'm right. I'm so fucking right, though. I'm correct.
Okie dokie.
Tell you what, if they were gonna do like an
Yeah.
MCU for Gundam Wing,
Yeah.
what story element would you want to see changed? Like this is your chance to do a rewrite for the movies. What are we erasing and what is the change?
The silly
Like,
love
no
story, the silly like love story between Hito and Relina. Just make it like an actual love story and not like this weird.
Oh, instead of doing the little endless waltz.
Yeah, the little like yeah, exactly. Maybe make it a little less prominent. Maybe put more emphasis on the actual war going on and them trying to like circumvent that by force.
Okay.
Which the
I see.
anime had a lot of that, but like the movie would like have an hour-long disposition about like how they love each other very much, and like it would go into their like eternal workings and her being like, I love Hito so much, but I don't know what I would do. And they were like close up and she'd be like, oh, Hito, you know, like shit like that. Just take it out.
Oh, shit like that.
You know?
That's so
I
funny.
think you just have a scene where they like fuck like James Bond style, and then they're just
Okay.
together, and she's just rooting for him the whole time. I think that's tight.
Oh,
Because
she's like I see.
basically
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically they're all James Bond level, like they're Gundam pilots that are like all their own James Bonds. Like they're all kind of masters in
Sure,
espionage
sure.
and well, terrorism is what they're doing, but counterterrorism, I guess, but also being terrorists and like blowing up
Doing
military bases and
terrorism
stuff.
doesn't count if it's for a good cause. That's
True, they
famously
are
how it
doing
works.
terrorism to prevent a war or to
It's like Final
prevent
Fantasy
to try
VII.
to
Cloud's
end.
not a terrorist.
Yeah.
He's an activist.
I think the overarching story, which is kind of ignored a lot in the series, is I think it should revolve around like the imminent dropping of the colony onto Earth. I think that's kind of like
Okay.
a true
Okay.
Gundam story or whatever. I think if it's revolving around that, and they're all, because I think if I remember correctly, the whole thing is they're all working separately until they realize they're all kind of doing the same thing, and they start working together for a little bit. So the idea would be
The
they're
Gundam
all,
pilots?
yeah, the Gundam pilots kind of know of each other, but it's still secret. Like it's still kind of like when they meet each other at first, they don't really know who each other are. Because like, for
Oh.
instance, Hito and not Troa, Hito and Duo fight each other in the
Duo.
beginning. Like the whole thing is like they meet each other and like he's like, "You're a Gundam pilot? Oh, you're a Gundam pilot?" Like that kind of thing. They're like pointing the
Oh
fingers at each
gosh.
other. You remember
I've
that?
forgotten so much because I haven't seen it since like 2004 probably.
Because like the scientists all know each other, but I don't think they specifically know of each other as in like, oh, that's Hito or oh, that's like specifically, right?
Yeah, 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 I see. Interesting. I have to rewatch Gundam Wing. I gotta sit down and re Gundam Wing myself.
Yeah. So from what I remember,
It's kind
from
of
the
short,
top
right?
level, all of the scientists that worked on the Gundams separately in different colonies knew
Right.
of each other and worked with each other. The pilots knew nothing of each other. And that's why like Duo and I think it was Duo and Hito meet at the first and like are fighting each other and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're doing the same thing I'm doing? Oh, tight, let's work together." You know?
They're still made of Gundanium metal, right? Gundanium alloy in Wing.
Yeah, all I think that's the yeah.
That's kind of like a conceit throughout the entire franchise of all Gundams is they're made of Gundanium alloy.
Yeah, it's not they're not unkillable, but it's like
It's like really strong.
more strong. The metal is stronger, so then the Gundams have stronger like boosting and kind of like it doesn't scramble your fucking brain whenever. Well,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
notoriously, the Tallgeese, the thrusters were so strong it would kill like a pilot that wasn't trained. Kind of like if an untrained person got into like an F-35 or whatever. Like it had like crazy boosters on it, and notoriously like people. I don't think they said anybody died, but they were like only a trained pilot can do this, and it was like too much for a lot of people.
Right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like Zex is the only one who can pilot it because he's the craziest, whatever.
Yeah, Epion went insane. Well, that was the Zero system, right?
That was the
That
zero
was like,
system. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm talking specifically about the Tallgeese's boosters. Like it's there, it's noted in the series that these are the strongest boosters on any mobile suit. That's why he has the big old two jets on his
Was it
leg.
faster than anybody?
It was like one of
Tallgeese?
the fastest. Yeah. Now I don't
Oh
know if
wow.
it's faster than like Wing Zero, but also the Tallgeese is just built on the prototype of a I don't know what they call like the foot soldiers, the Zaku's and
The mobile dolls.
mobile dolls or whatever. It's built on like they take the Tallgeese head off, it's just the mono eye like doll or whatever
Oh, that's
with
funny.
like
I didn't know that.
updated thrusters and stuff. Yeah, I think there's a picture.
Yeah, because like I believe Wing Zero and Epion are the fastest Gundams, and they're like tied. That was like kind of a
Um
point I thought,
well, I think
but I definitely believe. I mean, I'm sure that it's up there. The Tallgeese. I'm sure it's fast as fuck.
yeah, because this is like a shot from the series. It's like when we find out like, oh shit, like the Tallgeese is just like a fucking mobile doll with two fucking jet boosters on its back.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, the Toggies also notoriously isn't a Gundam. It is just like the strongest mobile suit. So I don't know if that just means like it's the strongest and fastest mobile suit. The Gundams are also Gundams, not mobile suits, and like how
Oh,
they're
I see what you're saying.
derived or whatever, you know?
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, it does have like kind of a weird like rectangular orange panel under the mask. That's interesting.
Yeah, so like it's the fastest mobile suit, but obviously not the fastest Gundam because like Wing has the wings, it transforms into the jet or whatever.
Yeah,
Epion's kind
God,
of based on the same.
the transformation to jet mode is so fucking tight, by the way.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
live
yeah.
for that.
Epion is such a cool idea from Mobile Suit 2 because it's the like it doesn't have a sword, it has the heat whip or whatever with the tail that
Yeah,
it
it
uses. It's
wraps
tight,
around you and
yeah.
just melts your shit and like cuts through.
Yeah.
Epion is so fucking sick.
And while like yeah, Endless Waltz is kind of goofy with like okay, you know, Wing
It has
Zero
real
having
feathers.
real feathers or something, it's still tight. It's still like a tight motif, you know, of like a suit.
Was the implication that it became an angel? It's like angel wings? Is that what's happening there?
No, I think the feather coming into frame was like like I don't know what that's called. It's exaggeration because like the wings weren't angel wings; they were like thrustered wings or whatever. They just were um had a bunch of joints in them or whatever, so it looked like angel wings. But I don't think it was like you know what I mean. It didn't lose a feather in space as it was rushing towards Earth. You know what I mean? I think it was just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
for the movie type vibe.
Right. Like it has because there are some model kits of the Wing Zero from the movie that are like I'm just made by fans, I'm sure. But they have like actual feather wings, like real bird wings. And in my
Well,
head, I'm like, that can't be right.
in
Like,
Waltz, it did have the feather. It did have like the metal feathered wings, but it was like not
no, no, yeah,
feathers. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. No, I'm saying the model kit ones are
Yeah.
actual feathers, like
Oh,
for
if it's
real.
actual feathers, then yeah, they just kind of put those on. But if you know, if you look,
Right.
this is like a screenshot
Yeah.
from the
No, yeah, I'm
series.
sending you a picture. You're gonna lose your mind. It's
Yeah,
so funny, man.
I think. Oh, yeah, they just painted those on or like glued
It's
those
so
on.
goofy, right?
Yeah, if you notice this, this is the shot where he's about to head off to Earth really
Yeah,
fast.
yeah. They're like
It thrusters.
metal.
They're like
Yeah.
metal, like multi thruster wings. It's tight. It's like a tight screen grab for sure, but goofy as fuck. It's not really. It's not like that model kit. That's also not Endless Waltz wing. That is
No,
just
yeah, that's just normal ass Wing Zero
yeah, normal ass Wing Zero with
with
feathers.
big
Is so
crazy
funny.
bird wings. Yeah, it's so good, man. Oh,
Yeah,
I
Epion and Wing
man,
are fucking tight for sure.
big robots are tight.
Yeah, I always wish that like Pacific Rim did better and Pacific Rim was more like Gundam because it would have been tight. But man, just kind of shit. Had that the
Yeah,
gimmick of
yeah,
like
yeah.
two pilots and just they just do Gundam,
The two
dude.
pilot thing was crazy. I know why they did that, but it was crazy.
Well, it was like a cross between Gundam and Evangelion because they tried to do the thing where they were like connected to the thing, like okay, or like G Gundam, I guess more because like they moved and the thing would move. But
Yeah. Well,
it was
yeah.
like synced to their brainwave, so it was like Evangelion meets G Gundam.
Yeah,
You
and they
know?
had two pilots because it's like the old timey World War bombers. Like you had like the gunner and the
Yeah.
pilot. Like they're
Well,
going for like a military kind of. I get it,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
I get it. I don't love it, but I get it. Man, someday.
I would if I had the money, I would love to get all the original Endless Waltz model kits and then pay a person to like professionally airbrush them.
For sure.
Like do battle damage airbrushing on it would be so fucking sick, dude. I
That
don't
would be
think
tight.
I'm not an artist myself, but man, if I could pay someone who could like do that shit for real.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
And
almost
what
bought one of those little airbrush things.
I have
They're
all
so
the model
sick.
kits. I bought all the like original Bandai from like the Gundam store .net or whatever, like the original 100 and 100, like 1/100 scales.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
God, I don't know why it holds such a special place in my heart, but man, those suits and like the story is cool and just everything about that whole series is tight.
I feel like they're so stylized compared to other Gundam series. I mean,
Well,
maybe not G Gundam, they go fucking insane. But like compared to like like 8th MS team and shit, Iron
also
Blooded Orphans.
too, what I like about the older Gundam series, Wing, G, it's all animation. It's not like Seed, for instance. It's all this like goofy, bad looking CGI, like on
Oh,
like a 3D
well, yes,
background or whatever. It's fucking disgusting looking. Like, just fucking make good hand drawn robots. Because
yeah,
like,
yeah,
because
yeah,
Evangelion can get away with it because it's like sleeker. Like the Evangelion model, like the model of it is like a sleeker thing, so you can get away with having that in 3D and it looking okay. But like a
yes.
Gundam, the blocky nature of them usually, like it looks better hand drawn,
Well,
in
yeah,
my opinion.
I agree. Yeah, well, yes, and I'll tell you what, I don't think there should be CGI in anime anyway. I say draw it all, just kind of in general. Like everything they ever did with Dragon Ball Z that had CGI looked immeasurably worse.
Well,
Everything they
especially
did with
that like,
Super immeasurably worse.
well, I don't know who had the idea for the newer Dragon Ball Z stuff to do that like background 60 characters 30 thing or vice versa.
Yeah,
I
from the
just
superhero movie, it was
fucking
really, really not good.
gully,
Ugly, yes, correct.
ugly,
Just
ook,
hideous.
gross.
You know a model kit I kind of fuck with that I want. I don't know if I've never actually seen one. I just assume it exists. I want a Funsaiki,
Oh, interesting.
the G Gundam horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's tight. I like that thing.
Well, Master Asia's Gundam was tight. He had a dope Gundam.
Master Asia's was alright. Yeah, it was like it was almost like a repainted Empion, but like a little diff, but like kind of though. Had like very similar angles and very similar like the jetpacky things were like reminiscent.
Oh no, you know what? I think it would be more reminiscent. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I think that's more reminiscent of Death Scythe because if I remember correctly, Master Asia's his wings protected him like the Death Scythe poncho thing did. It kind of reminds me more of the Death Scythe.
Really?
Yeah, because remember Death Scythe has that poncho in the TV version too, where it like his wings like fold over him like a poncho.
Oh, sure.
And Master Asia's wings, I believe, made him look like a floating tombstone or whatever. They like protected his legs and arms or whatever, like a
Oh, I kind
poncho
of
kind
remember
of.
that actually.
Yeah, yeah. Notoriously, I think the Death Scythe wings should have been on Sandrock because Sandrock notoriously had the poncho anyway. So he should have had poncho wings to begin with. It would have been so much sicker. It actually would have made him
Imagine
not
Sandra
dumb.
just says bat wings for just no reason, just cause.
Also, I
Like the
just want to
functionality
say
makes sense, but yeah,
version
yeah, yeah.
2 Sandrock has a minigun and they just get rid of it and never like bring it back. There's no minigun ever again after that.
Yeah. Well, he jettisons that pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, famously, miniguns are not that tight.
No. Well, also two long sickles aren't that tight either when you're in space.
Long sickles are the tightest in space.
I don't think so. I think that's
There's
why
nothing.
Sandrock
No.
is fucking terrible because none of his kit has anything to do with space.
No, see,
He's
here's where you're
useless.
mistaken. Is that the number one military tactic is aura farming?
Aura
Aura farming
farming?
is the most
No.
important thing. Yeah.
Aura farming is the Ultron's fucking zippy hands that have dragons at the end of them and then they like eat through everything. That's aura farming.
That's aura farming also. True.
Aura farming is Endless Waltz heavy arms with the double Gatling guns
Yeah.
and every piece of armor on it opening and shooting missiles and like Gatling guns. That's aura farming.
You know what they should have fucking done?
Tell me.
One Gundam should be completely mirror coated.
Well, Sandrock should have been. He literally He should. You know why? I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
Endless Waltz Sandrock, whatever those shoulder things were, literal mirror pads or whatever, could have, yeah,
Yeah.
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 He could have deflected sunlight, and that would have been way more better than the sickles.
Well, imagine you get out in space and you're fully mirror coated. No one would see you. You're just ripping dudes up and you're invisible.
Also, Endless Waltz got rid of the one cool thing about Sandrock, the only cool thing about Sandrock, which was the snakehead shield he had. They just got rid of it.
The snake, that was cool.
They just said no more minigun, no more snakehead shield, bye. And they gave us whatever the fuck that Gundam was. Insane.
Yeah, his little hand shield with the fangies.
Yeah, everyone got a W upgrade except Sandrock was like, no, you're cool. We'll keep you there. Yucky.
Yeah, why did they get rid of the little SMG he had? That's so odd.
Well, not only did Endless Waltz get rid of the SMG and the shield, the SMG, they got rid of the shield too. Both of them are gone. He doesn't have them in his kit at all.
Yeah, and then they gave him those like long sickle wings, and then they just got rid of those also.
Well, I think he did have the sickles in Endless Waltz. They're just not showing him on the picture at all, but he did have them. But they didn't.
No, the wingies.
The sickles, yeah.
Here, these things. Like when it becomes like Sandrock custom like EW, it like loses him. He gets like weird blue parts instead.
I thought in the movie he had his sickles, but they just weren't on his back.
I mean, I'm sure he has the sickle swords.
Yeah, they don't do the wings though. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean like these guys.
Yeah, the little like I think they're shoulder mounted guns they're supposed to be. I'm also
That's
looking
weird.
at the same thing. But it's weird. Again, goofy. I mean, Ultron Ultron had the best upgrade because that like blue green they were doing with the red was disgusting. And all day long the dark green, light green, like gold aesthetics tight. And then also the dragon arms were tight.
The dragon arms are very tight.
Yeah, Ultron has the coolest upgrade other than all of them have great upgrades. Honestly, if there's a tier list on Gundam Wing Gundams, for me, S tier is everything except Sandrock, and then Sandrock is fucking kill it or whatever. That's
so funny. That's really funny. I think I might like the base Ultron Gundam more.
Oh, the
like the TV one?
He has like a bow staff or whatever. He has like the staff.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a little flippy staff. That's tough. I don't know if I could say. I'd have to like really like I'd have to like sit on that and analyze my thoughts for a bit.
I'll be so for real. I think the show Death Scythe is the coolest Gundam. I do not like orange or dark red and orange heavy arms. I think the best heavy arms is the blue Endless Waltz one with the double machine gun Gatling guns on each hand. I think that is the optimal. I think that's the optimal heavy arms.
I like the heavy arms Kai when he had like the twin miniguns on one hand with like the red shield.
Yeah, because that one he also had the flippy up sword also on his
yeah, the flippy up sword.
Hand.
Yeah, I fucked with that.
Yeah, that one's okay.
I don't hate the blue one, by the way. I don't hate the blue one. I'm not hating on the blue one.
Blue one's just optimal because he has the double on both hands. That's so fucking just like fucking walking up, just both hands up, just fucking like blasting. And he has so much more firepower in that one too.
But I think I might like the Shenlong Gundam more, like the base, like the Wu Fei Cheng TV.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that one. I think I go with Endless Waltz Ultron any day of the week.
I have to really analyze my thoughts on that. Yeah,
the dark green, light green aesthetic is so tight to me with like the double dragon arms.
Bro, Death Scythe Hell is fucking crazy. Like not the movie one, but like the Death Scythe Hell one from the end of the show. Where he gets like the little
wingies. Version 2.
Yeah.
I like, so if they did a mix between end of show Death Scythe, and so like I would want the end of show Death Scythe legs on the Death Scythe
Yeah. Yeah.
Endless Waltz
Uh-huh.
body
Yeah. You're so real for
and
that. You're
everything
so right
else.
for that.
Like you recolor them in the color scheme of the Endless Waltz one, but it's not the long jester looking like feats.
Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, I was saying keep them white instead of like going to that like kind of like gunmetal gray.
Oh, I mean, I guess you could do that. I don't really care the color scheme either way. I just don't like the feet and
Because he's got
the
like the white on his shoulders.
yeah.
I feel like it would be like visual balance.
Yeah, audio listeners, you don't have any clue what we're talking about if you're not
Yeah,
a Gundam Wing
that's
head.
true.
I'm so sorry.
True. Audio listeners are gonna be like, I'm not googling all that, but I believe them. Like, I'm glad they're having a great time. So
Yeah,
true.
have you
Yeah.
looked up the versions of the Tallgeese versions?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking. I'll just send you the image I'm looking at.
Oh, I'm just looking at the ones with the Gundams on it. I don't know if there's another image somewhere.
There you go. I'll look at that. So like I've seen like the Tallgeese 2 with like the thing, and like Tallgeese 3 when he has like the
Sure.
blue bit.
Yeah, I think obviously Tallgeese. I don't think we ever see Tallgeese Fugly, whatever the fuck that is. I don't think we ever see that with the wings.
Excuse me?
So it's saying,
Beg your
so
pardon?
the graphic I'm looking at is Tallgeese 1, 2, 3, and then there's Tallgeese FLUGEL. Don't know what that's supposed to say.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's just
Wow, what that's
another
about.
graphic I'm looking at. I'm looking at the Tallgeese specifically. I wanted like a bigger picture of it. Yeah, Tallgeese 2 and 3 are tight. I think 3 is obviously the optimal one. But I also wish 3 had the hand cannon from 1. Because I am a fan of like a Megatron hand cannon kind of vibe.
Oh yeah, you fuck with that heavy.
Yeah, but I also love like the Tallgeese 3 in general just is a fucking monster. And I love that even though it's not a Gundam, it still has that like Gundam kind of like it almost looks like the Green Ranger emblem a little bit.
It does kind of look like that.
But if you had the hand cannon, and then I like the round shield a bit better. So if the round shield was like that dark blue and white from the 3, that'd be tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like
You
optimal.
know what though? I'll tell you what I don't ever want to hear in my whole life.
Tell me.
Some motherfucker that's like my favorite Gundam from Gundam Wing is the Ares. I don't ever want to meet that guy.
Is the Ares a Gundam? I don't think so.
It's like a mobile doll. It's like some dumb little
Oh,
piloted thing. Yeah.
yeah. Isn't it
Like my
what?
favorite mech from Gundam Wing is Ares. I don't ever meet that guy.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of on board with that.
Imagine some dude be like, my favorite mech from Gundam Wing is Cancer. Like, dude, what did you say to me?
Yeah, the Ares is fucking ugly. The Leo's all right. Well, the Leo's just a fucking Tallgeese.
Yeah, I was gonna say Leo's Tallgeese,
The
but
Tragos is kind of tight. The Tragos, whatever. Like that's just like a big, heavy fucking
the purple
double.
little guy.
The double, like I'm a fan for a fucking good shoulder mounted cannon. You know, give me a shoulder mounted cannon, I'm tight. Like that's tight.
I fuck with the Virgo 1.
The
Virgo
Virgo
1's that's all right.
one.
The Virgo 1's pretty
Yeah,
okay.
Virgo 1's cool. Virgo 1 and the Virgo 2 also have the anti-plasma shield. Like those are the little
Yeah,
thingies
the
on the
things that became
shoulders.
the Mercurius.
The
Yeah.
the Tauruses are tight. The Tauruses transform like Wing Zero. Yeah, you know what?
Also, I want the
noticed-
Serpent's gun. I want that just the gun from the Serpent on every Gundam.
Oh, well, yeah, that's so true.
That fat ass like the mega rifle thing it's carrying around. That's
Yeah.
so sick.
I think that serpents are specifically from Endless Waltz.
That is a tight weapon.
Or the Endless Waltz have a version of the serpents they're fighting. I think that's an Endless Waltz only mobile suit.
I just love comically oversized guns.
Yeah.
Like I think that's like an aesthetic that is like unrivaled. Audio listeners, to be clear, just to paint you a picture, imagine like a normal 9mm pistol, but then completely remove the handle part, so it's just like a very long rectangular gun barrel that looks like a 9mm, and then make it 90 feet long, 10 feet tall, and then put like a trigger at the front, and the guy holds it like a bazooka. It's like a 9 millimeter, but it's a bazooka though. It's so tight. It's dumb as hell, and I love it. I love it so much.
You know what I can't stand? I'm like looking at the
Yeah.
naming schemes. I fucking hate it. I just want it to be like, hey, it's Wing Zero V3, Death Scythe.
Oh, you don't like custom and Hell and Kai in them?
Like, what does Ultron mean? Why is it a Shenlong and then it's an Ultron? What is that? Some type of like, is that some type of fucking translation thing from the anime, maybe, or something? Because Toggies
Oh,
does the same thing. Toggies 1, 2, and 3.
oh,
Obviously, alt.
no, I can explain that. I actually have an explanation for you on that.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
Shenlong is like a dragon. It's like Dragon Gundam, basically.
Sure.
I'm like really simplifying here, but it's like Dragon Gundam.
Okay.
Ultron is kind of a stylized translation of a Chinese term that effectively means twin-headed dragon.
Twin-headed arms. Okay, so the arms are
Because he
two
has
dragons.
two dragon heads on
Yeah,
his
sure.
hands
Okay.
instead of the one on his.
All right. Shenlong just means one-headed dragon or something.
It's kind
One-headed
of just
serpent.
general like Chinese dragon. Shenlong is just like dragon.
I mean, he does come from the colony, the Chinese colony or whatever. So
Again,
yeah, that's
I'm a
fine.
hyper simplifying here, but
I guess whatever.
like you know the dragon from Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Shenron.
Yeah.
So his name is actually Shenlong, the Dragon Ball Z dragon, but Ron and Long kind of like are interchangeable here.
Mm.
So like the name should be like, for the Ultron Gundam, it should be like the Artlong, but like that's, you're not really getting that.
Or just like, I don't know, the
I don't know how you would
Sandrock.
like. I mean, that's not how you say it in Chinese, but it's how you would like maybe convert it to English, sort of. It'd be kind of difficult.
So like the Sandrock, for instance, what is a Sandrock Kai versus a Sandrock just a second? Does Kai mean second or something? Sandrock Kai versus Sandrock. Why isn't it just Sandrock 2, Sandrock 3, like, or Sandrock Custom or whatever? Like, why is it Heavy Arms Kai, but then Death Scythe is Death Scythe Hell? And but Wing Gundam is Wing Zero, and then Wing Zero. Like, what are these naming schemes? Why are we doing this? That's just an OCD thing. Because if you notice,
Right.
Toggies has Toggies 1, 2, and 3, not Toggies Kai
okay.
third.
So this is another thing you won't like.
Yeah, I probably don't like it. I don't like it already.
Yeah. So in Japanese, the same word can mean like 19 things based on like how it's used contextually. I couldn't think of the word contextually for a second. So one of the interpretations of Kai, one of the translations, sometimes it means shell and sometimes it means like the ocean, like sea, I guess, kind of like more specifically. But one of the versions of it, based on how you like write it out, like we only have KAI 3 times if we were to make it English, but they like have the characters that make up the word Kai. There's like 19 configurations of that sound the same, but that anyway. So one of the versions, the version they're using here, means like modified. So it's like it'd effectively be the same as like Sandrock Custom.
Oh no! So they're saying Sandrock Custom.
Yes.
1 second. I need to be right back. 1 second. I know I shouldn't have said that on stream, but
No, yeah, of course. But yeah, that is kind of the TLDR, and that's such a silly thing, all things considered, that it is like that. Because you would really think, you would think that they would not. I don't know how to like describe exactly what term they should have used, but there isn't really like a modified again. There isn't like a Kai 2. Kai also? Rekai'd? I don't know what like Japanese term you would use for that in its place as an alternative. Uh but I guess like the closest interpretation would be like Yeah, I guess like the closest interpretation would be like Kai meaning like updated, and then custom meaning like specifically for Katra.
Take it out back, kill it, you know?
Like Sandrock 2, but then like Sandrock 2 Katra version, you know?
Yeah, like so like Sandrock +3 -1.
Yeah, divided by half over 8, 28
Yeah.
minus 7 days.
Fucking garbage.
Naming conventions are always kind of goofy like that.
Yeah, I will
So like,
say
yeah.
they did cook. I guess they did give Sandrock Custom a medicine shield. It looks like it has the medicine logo on it for some reason. Is he
Yeah, the
supposed to be the
Caduceus, it
support?
is that.
Is he? They saying
Yeah,
he's like
he's like Mercy from
heroes never
Overwatch.
die. Yeah,
Right.
he's like shooting health packs
That's
at all the other
so
Gundams.
funny. Yeah, right. Yeah. And I think the difference here is that like the Sandrock to the Sandrock Kai is still the Sandrock. And the Sandrock Kai to Sandrock Kai Custom it's still the Sandrock Kai, but
Well,
it's like been modified.
it probably also has to
Where
do with some of the pilots blew their Gundams up, so some of
right.
them are full rebuilds, which is maybe
Right. Yeah,
why
Wing to Wing 0 is like a new guy. It's like a
based
new
on
suit
like the
completely.
core, yeah, like based on the core from like the
Right.
original, because it has like it's still Wing
Yes.
Zero because it's using the Zero, an updated version of the Zero system of like the original.
Well, the first one isn't the 0. It's just like Wing, you know?
Yeah, but I think if I remember correctly, the Wing Gundam has a alpha version of like the Zero system in
No,
it.
yes, right.
That's why it
Yeah.
goes beep, 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 or whatever.
Yeah. And then Wing
Yeah,
Zero,
because
the naming convention implies it's like the second one with the real
yeah,
Zero system or whatever.
they didn't want to deal with new types, so they were like, we'll just make AI do it.
Right. And then Tallgeese 3, Tallgeese 1, 2, 3 is like that's like a whole ass new suit. That's like Generation 2, Generation 3, Mark 2, Mark 3,
Yeah, because
like
I
the
think they like both explode or whatever.
yeah,
Because like
it's like Iron Man
Epion
armors.
dies and goes away.
Right. Yeah. But then like the heavy arms and the Sandrock, um they're fine. They're just got upgrades and shit.
Yeah, Heavy Arms gets vitally damaged at one point, and then they
Right.
upgrade it. I think Ultron. I think Shenlong explodes. He self destructs.
Yeah, Shenlong, Wing, and Death Scythe all die, I think.
Yeah,
And then the
yeah.
Death Scythe hell shows up like, bitch, I got wings.
I always hated that they were like, yeah, we're just gonna
I
like
think.
things get really tough. They're just like, we explode. Fuck it. Like Hito's like, I'm gonna self destruct in the cockpit and live.
Well, strong cockpit. Durable cockpit.
Well, the explosives, if you could imagine, they are around the cockpit. The breastplates
Yeah,
on all
well,
the Gundams are the explosives
yes.
inside the
correct.
thing. So funny. Such a good series though. Yeah, I'm pretty in love with the series in general, and just like the stylized suits. Epion should have got a Ekion second. It should have got an upgrade.
Epion 2.
Epion 2, Epion Custom. They could have done something with it. They could have.
Well, it like blew up, right? It's like destroyed.
Yeah, like destroyed, and then Zex went back to Zex went to Toggy's 3. It was
Yeah, like Epion got like actually fucked up for real.
Yeah, I think it's something like Toggy's 2 Epion, then Toggy's 3, maybe. Something like that. Because I know like Zex just shows up and he's like, hey guys, I'm here. Everyone's like, oh shit, it's Zex. He's like, no, I'm fire, wind, water, and air, or whatever. Or he's like Agent Wind or something.
No,
He's like,
fire, wind, water, and air is crazy. He's
he
the
shows
Avatar.
up. He shows up with like a code name. He's like, I'm codename Air or something. He's like the Avatar.
Yeah.
What is Zex's code name? What is
Epion had such weird like spiky parts. It's an odd Gundam. Also, imagine making your Gundam fucking bright goddamn fuchsia. What a choice.
Yeah.
What a fucking decision from the guys that built that, like, in the universe to be like, Hey fellas, you know how like every mobile suit has like kind of a color?
Yeah.
We ever had like a fuchsia one? And they're like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, yeah. Fuck with that then. Hell yeah, dude.
So
What's the drip?
imagine your nickname is Zex Marquise,
Yeah.
formerly known as Miliardo Peacecraft. Also, you use the code name Wind. Bitch, pick a name.
Yeah, you just win.
Pick a
You just
name
win.
and stick with it. He's like,
Famously, we all go by names.
yeah, but like brother has 17 names and he needs to pick one. Like he shows up the battlefield. Everyone's like, who's that? And it's like just his voice, and he's like, it's like just
It's not wind, it's just the sound of wind.
wind.
Yeah, it's literal wind. That's tight.
He just left his cockpit open.
Yeah, true. The Gundam pilot formerly known as. Yeah, true.
Oh fuck. But that is a tight scene
That
where
would
he
be
like
tight.
shows up. That was like a very he did the fucking the Captain America save before Captain America did it, you know? He did the whole
Yeah.
Avengers Assemble before he did it.
God, Wings of the Boy Who Killed Adolescence is such a fucking banger. The music from Gundam Wing goes insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Hito just as a pilot, bro, he's like, hey, my shoulder's dislocated. Just like I fucking broke my knee. You know, just like I'll be fine. Puts a bandage over it, just broke his knee back in place. No big deal. Hey, I was just setting my knee real quick. Never in my life.
Huh?
I hope to never have to do that in my life. I'll be for real.
You've never had to reset your shoulder like that?
No, if you need to do that a lot, you have issues with your shoulder connection or whatever, the joint.
Oh, no, certainly not a lot, but.
Well, people do. Like my dad has that where it's like he can like his shoulder can pop out because he doesn't have enough ligament or something in there.
Oh, sure.
And he has to like pop it back in. Yeah. And you get used to it. It's not a big deal. But no, I've never had to reset my shoulder. Thankfully.
I've had to do one time, and it did not feel great, to be clear.
I was lucky that I never really hurt myself in football that much, but I did. My toes are fucked from being stepped on by cleats. Cleats hurt.
Yes.
Cleats will hurt a lot.
Yeah, cleats are no joke.
Yeah, that's pain, but hurt my. I guess
such is the life
back.
of a Gundam pilot, you know.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just kind of in there, man. What must it be like to just show up, dude? Be like, yeah, you know me. Combat damage.
Really? Combat damage. You said you had something. You had a bit of a rant to go on about a certain MMO that you and the bestie play,
brother.
And I would be remiss if we didn't talk about that for an hour and a half because I'm sure you got a lot to say.
I have some things to say. I got a thing or two to say. Man,
and I can chime in where I can because I've played. I'm an MMO player. I played a little bit. I dabbled here and there. You know.
Yeah, you know some MMO things. Yeah. You know a thing or two about some MMOs.
I know some classes. I know a little bit. You know.
Yeah. Okay, so hear me out. I think the parallel here, the through beat for you to understand on like on a personal level is WoW Classic versus WoW Retail. I think that's gonna be kind of where you're at on this one. So, although I think famously you do have to buy World of Warcraft. It's a paid game, right? In addition to being a monthly subscription.
So WoW has a monthly subscription where you can just buy the subscription and you get everything. So you don't buy WoW anymore. So back in the day, how it used to work is there was base WoW, which you bought for like 50 or whatever bucks. Then you'd buy the new expansion. I remember seeing it
at the store, literally.
Currently, how it is set up, you have a monthly subscription for $15. That gets you all of the classic content. That gets you all of the base World of Warcraft game. And what base World of Warcraft is everything up into the new expansion. So you don't buy base game, you pay the sub and you get to play base game. So there's no like buying two. You don't buy WoW and then buy the new expansion. You just pay the sub and you get to play everything up into the new expansion.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Current content, you have to pay the cost of the expansion to play.
But when the next expansion comes out, the sub will cover the previous one that was the newest at the time,
that
but now is the second newest. Right, got it. I see. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I have played a number of MMOs back in the day. You know, I've played a few. I was a little bit of an MMO guy. Spent a lot of time on like Trickster Online. You know what I mean? Spent a little bit of time on I was just like getting in there.
You
I'm
a little bit
not
of
like
a Perfect World head. Did you do the old the English translate the fan English translation Perfect World private servers?
I've never seen that one, but that's very funny.
Oh God, I was deep in
Was it
that.
crazy?
Yeah, the Perfect
Oh
World back in the
fuck.
day. That was insane. That was some
That's
old
so
school like
funny.
the dot hack homies. Like once like the fan game kind of wound down and was like offline, we all kind of switched over to that.
Oh no. No, but I played like Aura Kingdom for a little bit, you know. I played a little bit of Elder Scrolls Online.
Sure.
Played a lot of Trickster. Played Lost Ark for a minute. Soul Worker I fucked with. It's like I don't worry about it. I played Soul Worker. Played a little Terra, if you can imagine.
Okay. Okay. Did you ever get
Old
into
Terra.
like any of like the big five and you get like Guild Wars or like anything like that?
I did play Guild Wars 2 for about 10 hours.
Yeah, you
For
also
like hard
played
laney, but it did
Skate
happen.
got you on like the proto MMO, like where kind of the base all MMOs are built
EverQuest, I
off
think it
of.
was.
Yeah, EverQuest kind of vibe.
Yep, did play EverQuest.
Okay.
Uh so notably I am skipping one big name that was my actual MMO that I spent the most time on.
Sure. And I know it,
I
but chat
was
doesn't know
yeah.
it. So
Yeah. This is I'm burying the lead for chat. For
yeah.
the audio listeners who are listening to this after the fact, you're unfamiliar. I spent a lot of time on Blade and Soul. Blade and Soul was my guy. And just like for the context, Blade and Soul is a game that has PvE overworld stuff and PvE like dungeon finder content, you know? Um but when it was new, there was like opt-in overworld PvP that didn't really matter, but there was like a ranked arena. It was made to be a fighting game. Well, not a fighting game, but like a PvP game. And all the classes were geared to be focused solely around that. And there was like kind of a sub tree that you could go into that would let you handle PvE better. But realistically speaking, the gear that you really wanted and the builds you really wanted were PvP shit. And it was just a 1v1 hop in the arena and fuck around. Uh, and when it first dropped NA, I, over the course of like 2 months, got to and held top 500 NA as a Blade Dancer as one of the classes. I was in there. Like, I mean, I
In
slapped
the
ass.
PvP.
In the PvP arena, yeah.
Sure.
In the 1v1 PvP arena, I was top 500. And like I spent like a great amount of time on that. Until eventually they got this new problem where uh there was this kind of like odd thing that happened where they buffed a couple of classes with the intent that they would be able to keep up better in the PvP arena. Unfortunately, the buffs they gave them made them a little mindless. The destroyer class with the big axe and the summoner class with the stupid cat. They made them a little too OP. So they walked back some of those, they nerfed them again, but in like the 3 patches where they weren't nerfed, people made like auto script bots that were just those 2 classes, like playing perfectly optimally in arena, and you could not win. Truly, it was impossible.
Yeah.
If you beat an auto script destroyer or an auto script summoner, it's because you yourself were an auto script destroyer or summoner. That's kind of it.
Didn't have a lot of good
Um,
botting. And in a lot of MMOs that aren't the major three have really bad issues with bots. And that's not even like a
yeah,
takedown. That's just
that's just how
botting
it is.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, they nerfed those classes after the fact, and they started doing some other stuff, but like they went really crazy with it. It was like bad. Um, and the way that game developed, they started releasing like 100-man content. like really big, like super battlefields. So it
Sure.
was like
Yeah.
one insane raid boss that you had to use 100 people to fight.
World boss. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. These big, like insane world bosses. And my computer at the time, this is in like 2009 or whatever, like I could 2011 maybe. I couldn't run that game in the 100-man content. So I just be like, well, this is where all the good gear comes from. This is where the in game is. I can't play anymore. I guess I'm just fucking out Lamau. And I had to bounce. Unfortunately, I just had to get out of there. Actually, maybe it was later than that. Well, I don't remember what year anyway. But it was my computer was still shitty.
Yeah.
This is like pre 2018, pre new computer. This is like back when my computer was like bad. I'm talking like 2 gigs of RAM, like bad.
Well,
Like, it
and
was just
too,
not
like
panning out.
settings back then weren't as like pinpointy as they are now. Like you can't like there wasn't a lot of turn down spell definition for all players
Oh
except
no,
me.
they
Or
had that.
did
No,
they?
they had it. They were in there.
But
Yeah,
you're
they went
okay. You just
crazy.
couldn't.
But just the 100-man content,
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of
it was just
bodies.
too much. It was too many bodies, it was too many spells, even like low res spells, like it was just like murdering my shit. I got like 2 FPS. It was just not happening.
And that's the frustrating part about MMOs. You can have the best graphics card. Like, it doesn't matter if your CPU can't handle processing all the players. Like you're just not having a good time. You're the world.
Yeah.
It sucks to play. And like
Yeah, it was really, really
because
bad.
even now, like people will get like a 5090 and be like, "Why does my game still suck?" And I'm like, WoW is
But it's because the CPU's
it's
trash.
a CPU heavy game. It is a mobile.
Yeah.
Well, not mobile. It is a MMO game. It is a very CPU intensive
Yeah.
game, and you bought a graphics card that will not help you.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that was the situation with Blade and Soul, was that
Sure.
like I just
Very.
got like parted out by the
Yeah.
CPU like shitting on me.
Yeah.
So, I didn't get to play anymore, but when I did play, I fucked with that game hard. Like I was in there. And bestie Olivia, double O underscore at the end Olivia, she also, before we ever even met, she was in there like grinding real hard. It turns out, I think we determined at one point in a conversation that we bumped into each other a few times between like guilds, and because we played on the same server and we were
Sure.
about the same rank in PvP. So like we actually did like cross paths before we met, which is so funny. But that game, Blade and Soul, kind of old at this point now.
Sure.
And the pay structure of that game, kind of like WoW, it would seem, well, no, I guess a little diff, but there's a monthly subscription, right? For $15, you can like get like some extra perks on login, and then like it gives you like a special run trail visual, like you have lightning crackling behind you in your run or whatever.
Sure.
But you can play that game free to play. Nothing from the subscription costs, nothing affects like your actual gameplay. And then also the expansions were free updates. So that game was truly free. Until a point. Until a point where they released some special content that was like a little paywalled. And you know the story from there. Gets a little frustrating for
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
and next thing you know, like, hey, I wish we had the old game back. So the thing that I was going to bring up today, kind of the classic WoW alternative, they dropped an updated new engine, new graphics game on Steam and on their own NC Soft launcher Purple called Blade and Soul Neo.
Neo. I've heard recently Blade and Soul
Yes.
Neo. Yes. I am familiar
Yes.
with Neo. I
And
haven't played it, but I know of it.
Yeah. And me and Olivia were planning to day one that shit, like get really in there, go crazy.
Okay.
And then for certain reasons, scheduling and timings, like both of us just didn't have the opportunity to play. Obviously, I was shackled, and then she had
In the basement, yeah.
and then she has like a new relationship, and then just like the way that like her having to move and her this and that, like just like life stuff. We didn't really have the time to like sink in. And then recently, I was looking into it. That game's reviews are awful on Steam. Like the player reviews are really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And as it would turn out, the main economy in Blade and Soul is that you craft stuff from overworld materials, like that you harvest with pickaxes and shit, and you sell them on the marketplace for money.
Yeah, let me guess. I go. You tell me.
It's worse than you think it is. Whatever you think about it, say it's worse. The marketplace functions exactly the same as it used to in Blade and Soul, like an original. The Neo version, Blade and Soul Neo, same marketplace, except you can only access it if you're paying monthly.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You truly cannot activate it at all.
A lot of the Korean MMOs are doing that as well. A lot of the Eastern,
Yeah.
a lot of the Eastern. That's kind of like, I'd like to say that's like an outlier. And everyone's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So that's
hate that
a
for you
tough
guys.
one.
Yeah, that is tough. Sure.
And then half of the classes that you can play
Paywall.
also paywalled.
Yeah.
Including the ones that we main.
Sure.
So that's like uniquely shit. Because again, keep in mind, Blade and Soul, free game. Literally costs nothing to play. Everything free. So Blade and Soul Neo drops, and they're like, no, not for you, bitch. So that's a crazy decision. And then also, they have made it so certain aspects of your kit that are very strong are money locked for PvP. So if you, and certain aspects of how you upgrade your gear are locked to paywall for PvP. So if you are not dunking your wallet in regularly, you cannot play the game half the time as the class you want in the first place. And then even if you do get the class you want, even if it were free, you wouldn't be able to make any money or upgrade your gear.
Yeah.
Which is so tough, man.
Well, I don't want to be the guy. But a lot of these free MMOs do this because they can't make money. Like, it's not profitable to have the servers up. And we all know that. We are not dumb. But the day of the free MMO is kind of gone. Like, the truly free, you can just do whatever you want without, maybe they limit your backspace and you're kind of mildly inconvenienced or whatever.
Well, yeah.
It's
and hey,
not...
I'm here for that, by the way.
Yeah.
And I famously was a payer. I bought the like run trail for 15 a month too.
I'm not saying you're not here for it. I'm just saying they don't make money off of that because people don't normally care about that.
Yeah, they just straight up, people don't buy the 15 a month. They just don't do it.
No.
I would think that they would just have the good faith decision to make it a $15 a month, like WoW. Like, if you want to play the game, 15 ahead, enjoy.
Well, that's the
funny
thing. But
then they don't even go that way. They just lock all the good classes behind it and give all the shit classes for free.
Well, yeah. No, that is like the whole...
Crazy.
Because like, notoriously, at the beginning of the year, you saw me playing an MMO with Coops. A new MMO had come out.
Yes.
And that game was fun, but there was a couple caveats. Specifically the way in which you get premium currency to then pay for your sub. Obviously you couldn't, just like what you're explaining with Blade and Soul, it was nearly impossible for you to put those on the auction house because you had to be paying the like sub. I say sub, but it was like with the crystals or whatever, energy or whatever to pay for it. But also it had this like frustrating part of like how these Eastern MMOs do it, of like you upgrade gear, but you have to have the epic crystals and the primo crystals or whatever the fuck, and you have to put those into the gear to upgrade it, but you don't get those unless
correct.
You have all that.
Blade and Soul is doing that.
And then they were like, hey, also we're gonna set, this is my biggest pet peeve, this is what kills me in a game, you paywall transmog. So what they did, if anyone doesn't know what transmog is, just making an item look different. So what they did was they had premium paint. I think they called them like spray paints or like glitters, or I might be pulling a different game's name, but they had recolors
like glamours.
Yeah, but you had to pay you had to pay for recolored tickets. Money, like not gold, but money for recolored tickets. So, I just, things that do repaints and all that for money, just you suck a dick. I just file that under suck a dick and move on.
Well,
Also,
sure.
stuff just like, you lock people out of a way to, because like World of Warcraft, right? You can pay a $15 a month sub and you can make enough gold between doing different things in the game to then pay for your sub via gold. And
Yes.
that sub with the gold, then you can stop paying for it and your gold can just pay your sub. Multiple thousands of people do this. It offers you, one, you're going to be playing more if you're trying to do things more to get more gold. So you're going to be playing more, and also keeps you involved, whatever, keeps the game alive. I don't see why games can't do that in 2025. Why is Blade and Soul not saying, hey, there's a $15 sub. Also, we're going to give you a way to farm currency to then be able to continue to play it through a treadmill and keep people engaged and keep people playing. What I imagine happening is people wouldn't want to do that, or they're worried that there's not enough content in the game that would keep people interested long enough. And that's why they go, okay, cool. So we're going to lock these classes behind this. We're going to make these treadmills so egregious that like we have to lock you in with your money to make you play. They're worried that if they don't they don't make you sink money in, they'll lose you.
Yeah. We'll get a load of this too.
Yeah,
Check
sure.
this out. You're gonna
I
love this
haven't
one.
played, so I don't know. I know how these guys operate, so I'm kind of like in my head going, oh, I understand exactly why this is happening, right?
Buckle up for this.
Tell me.
Free-to-play version, if you're not paying for the thing, items in your inventory can't stack over 5.
How many inventory spots do you get though?
It's like 10 rows of 7, I think.
That's not a lot, but okay, sure.
Or 10 or 12. It's hold on. Oh, wait. Blade and Soul inventory. Let me double check so I'm not an asshole. Hold on. It actually might be less than that in hindsight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 rows of 8 in your inventory now. 11 rows of 8. So it's a little more than before, or at least based on my recollection anyway. And then you can unlock like a final 12th, like you get like 5 rows of 8, and then you can unlock them with stuff from the story, except the last 2 rows are like paid currency. So, and then there's a bank.
Probably
But
have to pay
I'm
for
seeing
that too, I'd
reports
imagine.
that I'm seeing the reports that the bank are also, that's like a paid feature now, which was be free before, and that the wardrobe where you keep your outfits is a paid feature now.
Yeah. So like
So you
if
have
you're
to
a
have
player,
your outfits on your hand instead of going in the wardrobe if
yeah.
you're free.
Yeah, so like this wasn't a WoW Classic situation where it was like, hey, just like pay. Like, the game is how it was, and you it's locked into your sub or whatever. Just play whatever version of WoW you want to. This was, hey, we want your money. Give us your money because we're gonna make you pay for your nostalgia bomb or whatever. This seems like what's happening. We're like, hey, all the stuff that was free that you're used to, you're gonna have to pay us now because we want that shmoney. And if you don't want to give us that money, then you're not playing. And I imagine this doesn't last very long. This will die out.
I'll tell you what. They've upgraded the normal battle passes from login events that were free to $20 a shot.
Sure.
They've upgraded the paid outfits from being like $10 a shot to 50 British pounds a shot, which I think is like $60.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They like really went insane with it. They like said everything that this could possibly squeeze a nickel and dime out of, we're doing it. Lamau. They went like, I'll tell you what, this is the longest review on Steam I've ever seen. I'm not expecting you to read this, but I am going to try to. I'm going to send you this on Discord just so you can like see how long this review is. Although it won't fit in a message, it becomes like a text file, Lamau. So this is.
Sure.
Hold on.
Jesus.
There's more. Hold on. There's more. Hold on. There's more. There you go. That's the whole thing. Look how long that Steam review is. That's crazy. Homie wrote an article. Audio listeners, it's so long on the Steam client that I have to. It's like 3 pages long. It's like you can fit 1/3 of it on your screen at 1440, and then another third of it on your screen at 1440, and another third of it on your screen at 1440. It's really long.
I love how he had the forethought though to be like TLDR game bad.
Yeah, the last words of the last 3 words are TLDR, bad game. Game bad. Game bad. Like, it's really, really, really long. And there's a lot of these reviews. Apparently only 40% of the story content's available for free. Which is crazy, because there's not that much story content.
I feel bad saying that out of all the things I couldn't have seen happen, this is one of the ones that is like, oh, of course. You know, it's like not man. This is the kind of stuff that's killing MMOs. You know, this is the thing that if I would rather to pay $15 a month for a couple months of playing. I don't all the hoops you have to jump through to figure out what's free, what's not, what's included in a battle pass. Also, MMO having a battle pass, yucky. If you're an MMORPG, fucking yucky. Get it out. You know?
Well, I don't think battle passes should be in anything that isn't a free game, and I don't think MMOs should have them either. Like, MMOs just in general shouldn't have them. So we're on the same page about that.
Like World of Warcraft,
a paid game with a battle pass is pretty gross.
So World of Warcraft is $15 a month. We have something in the game called the Trading Post, which I guess you could call it a battle pass, but it's literally, we have a shop in the game and you get currency for doing things in game. This isn't a currency you buy. This isn't like you go into the shop and buy 1,000 Traders Tender. You get Traders Tender by doing things in the game. And then when you fill up the monthly pass, you get a reward at the end of the month for doing the pass. And then you get to use that Traders Tender, which is 1,000 a month, to buy stuff in the shop, which is a revolving shop. It's just stuff in it, but there's no money involved. It's just like something else to do in the game, which I think is different from a battle pass, because in battle passes you buy them. It's a separate purchase. So like in Helldivers 2, I bought Helldivers 2, and then there's a battle pass in Helldivers 2 I have also purchased to then complete. This is just given to you going, hey player, this is a thing that's happening every single month. Here you go, have fun, more content.
Yeah, a little login track thing, or like whatever it is.
Not even a login.
Like, as you do a raid, you get the stuff. Type shit.
Yeah, it's just like you gain.
Well, not saying that that's what that is, but saying that type of content is right. Like those kinds of things are tight.
Yeah. Like you're basically you could just do stuff in the game and you get points for doing stuff in the game. Like you don't even like the way I play the game, I don't even have to worry about filling it up because I'm just doing all the content I want to do.
Yeah.
It just rewards you for being in the game doing stuff, essentially. So that's tight.
Yeah. And then there's, again, I don't think that any paid game should have a battle pass.
Like an extra charge. Yeah. Like that's dumb.
Yeah. Paid battle passes in paid games. Fuck you. I bought the big super edition of Street Fighter 6 when it came out for like $107 after tax.
Don't tell me they put a battle pass in Street Fighter.
$5 battle passes in Street Fighter. But if you farm really, really, really hard, eventually they'll give you enough currency in game to buy the next battle pass with the currency from the first battle pass. So if you no life it for the rest of your life forever, you could juggle them. But then as soon as you skip one, you have to buy the next one for 5 again to start the cycle over. Yeah, also, the rewards are almost entirely custom character cosmetics, which you can't use online and ranked anyway. So that's for like they're like one player rewards in Street Fighter.
Yeah, my brain is like pinging off the walls here. I'm trying to think of like different battle pass structures I've seen, and I just realized and remembered Assassin's Creed has a battle pass system, but it's not. You don't pay for it. It's just in the game, and it's just two.
Right.
They're like anima reconstructs or something, and you like do like it's just a bunch of things around the map you can do also while you're playing, and it's always
Sure.
free. You
Yeah.
don't pay for it, and it's just cool cosmetics and stuff. It's kind of tight
Yeah.
actually. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so like stuff like that's tight. But if you're like paying $60 for Street Fighter, just give me a free like why do I have to pay for the
Yeah.
bat like
I wish it was
$5?
$60.
Oh, well, it was like 80 or 100, I imagine.
107 after tax for the big version of Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
$106, and then they were like, "Hey, anyway, that's $5 for the cosmetics for the in the battle pass, Lamau."
I'm trying to think of
Dude,
if
on principle,
there's
fuck you.
trying to think if there's any game where I would be like I'm okay with this having a battle pass. The only thing I can think of is Helldivers has a system where none of the passes go away. It's not a fear of missing out thing. It's just like, hey, there's this pass here, and you can pick and choose what you want to use your currency on. Like you don't get currency for each battle pass. You get a currency, and then you spend it on whatever you want to spend it on each pass or whatever you bought. So I think that's tight
Right.
because that's not going away. That's not fear of missing out. That's just like new stuff. It could be free, but like they're not charging you. Like you're not say like you only bought one pass. You're not locked out of getting currency. You'll just accumulate currency. And then like the next time you decide you want to do a pass, you have all this currency to use. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're not wiping you or doing something weird. So that's tight. Like when something does that where it's not a fear of missing out thing, that's cool. But like how League of Legends is doing it now, I fucking hate. Like the whole actual like it's actually back to being a battle pass. Yucky. I don't like that.
Yeah, where you have to like buy the pass to get the rewards from the track, and
Yeah,
then
my
they
favorite
also they have a gotcha now in League, which is so funny.
my favorite way of doing a pass is give me currency, let me buy what I want to buy. Don't put me on a track, don't do any of that. Just give me a bunch of things I need to like do, 5 headshots, whatever, do this, get currency, and then let me use my currency on what I want to buy.
Yeah, sure.
That's my favorite way of doing things. I don't like being on a track where it's like, here's 85% of the shit you don't want. Here's that one thing you want, but it's at the end. Like, okay.
The luck skin for me, Lamau.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where I had to I had to get to like battle pass level like I think literally like 85 or 95
Like
to
the
get that
end,
luck
yeah.
skin when we were yeah.
Because I like the
And the
old
rest of
ones.
it was like kind of whatever.
I like the old seasons because what I would do, I think I've told you this before, but I would buy the season. I would save up all my currency. I would buy all the orbs, open all the orbs, and I'd just get the permanent skin shards from each one.
Yeah.
I would do the 3 like I'd get doubles of things I already have. I get stuff I think is ugly or characters I don't play. Load them up in the 3-for-1, boom boom boom, and just collect skins. Like I might get 10 or
Yeah.
15 skins in a season.
Sure.
And that was tight. Like that's what I wanted to use with my points. But now obviously they're like, oh, we can't do this because that's giving out too much. So, you know,
Yeah, now you get
they don't want to do that anymore.
like a couple of boxes, like an orb.
Yeah, brother, let me tell you, there was a year where I think from all the different seasons they had that year, I think I collected like 50 or 60 skins for free.
A lot.
A lot of skins I
Lot of
paid
skins.
$0 for.
Kind of tight. Kind of
Over a
good.
couple years, I probably accumulated like 100 to 150 skins. I did not pay for. When you think about $15 for a season, and then normally you're spending $10 to $15 on one skin, I'm collecting 15 or 20 out of one season because I was playing so much at that time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
TFT
yeah.
and
Yeah, you're in
regular,
there.
just like boom, boom, boom is rolling, getting that orange dust, getting that fucking, because you don't have to spend the great
Yeah,
thing.
the orange essence. Yeah.
The great thing about the 3-into-1, the 3 shards into 1 permanent, you don't use orange dust. So I'm collecting orange dust while also just
Yeah, you're re-rolling.
farming content, you know? Like that was
You're
tight.
straight up re-rolling.
Yeah.
Battle Pass is just such a fascinating thing, you know, because ostensibly they are a fun and interactive way to get a little bit of a bonus reward for also financially supporting a free to play game model. And like I get that on paper, that's kind of cool. And then somehow they've morphed into what we have now, which is like banging your head into a wall. Yuck, I hate this. It's like so almost there. It's so it's so almost there. You know what I mean? It's like a if someone told me the league was like, "Hey, there's a $15 a month subscription to play the game," I would consider that. But then you look at it like, "Oh, it's actually a free game and you could pay $15 for the battle pass once a month, and that's like $15 a month." But they're chill enough that you get extra rewards for it and you don't have to pay to play the game if you don't want to. And it's like, "Oh, well, okay, I like that on paper. That's fascinating. It's an opt-in. Sure, 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 sure." Uh, and then you look at the actual execution and you're like, "Well,
Yeah.
but they also have a gotcha and paid chests and the paid egg things for TFT where you roll for pets or whatever."
The
All of
thing
a sudden,
the thing that
all of a
fucks me
sudden,
up is it should be set up how the old battle passes, the original couple of games that were doing battle passes, where you're banking on people not finishing, so then they have to buy more currency to get the new pass if they want it. You should be, however, um congratulating the player and rewarding the player for finishing the battle pass and allowing them enough premium currency to then purchase the next pass. Because at some point they're not going to finish the pass and then become a payer again. But you
yeah,
should
that's what Street Fighter
you
does. Yeah.
should and that's what a lot of games were doing until they stopped doing that and became a little shisty. Like you were like always 100 or a couple like 500 off. Like they knew what they were doing, you know. They weren't giving you enough to buy anything in the store, but they were giving you enough to
Yeah.
think you were getting something. Like fuck you if you put in a pass that I'm getting 5 or 20 or of something when like thousands of is needed, you know. Like if I'm paying premium, and here's the
Right.
thing, we're not talking about actual objects. I'm not talking about a bushel of wood that's a physical item. We're talking about an item that essentially costs the artist time, sure, and you paid that, but also you're getting 100 to 400x what you paid that artist to make that thing. You know what I mean?
Like there is no production
Yeah,
cost per unit.
yeah,
It's literally copy
exactly.
paste digital unlock.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah. There's no like for this Apple Watch cost X amount of production, you know, whatever to like there's parts in here that cost minerals, whatever, to make this labor, whatever. A
Yeah, there's
digital
like
item,
gold semiconductors and
there's
shit.
fucking nothing there. Like you're not paying it. Like there's
Right.
nothing there. So
It's factually ones and
yeah,
zeros, yeah.
I mean, I personally, I would love if the whole world adopted this rule because I think the UK did this where they were like, no more double currencies in games. Don't do it because
What do you
all
mean
it
double
is.
currencies?
Well, so
Like no more.
what companies do, well, you know this, they add 2 or 3 different currencies in their game. So you spend money on one currency and move that currency into another currency. So now they can't refund you. Like it's non-refundable. They're not going to refund you money because you didn't spend your money on the thing. So like you
Oh,
spend money for RP
you
actually
just like
pays
premium
for the
currencies in
thing.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RP
Right.
actually pays for the battle pass, not your money. So it's non-refundable because oh, you didn't spend your money. You didn't spend it on that. You actually bought RP with that money. You didn't buy your battle pass with that money.
Right.
So that wipes their hands clean of the burden to refund you if you don't like the pass or whatever, you know? Which it should be just put the battle pass up for 10 or 15 bucks. Because what then companies like Riot were doing was saying, okay, our battle pass is going to be 2,000 currency or 2,100 currency. We don't have a 2,100 currency bundle. You have to spend the 2,000
Yeah, there's like a
currency bundle.
1950
Yeah,
and then
you have to
also
also buy a
yeah.
separate bundle or the next bundle, which is more money, which again is just anti-consumer and garbage.
You know, you weren't around for it. You like started League too late. But there was a time, this is so fun and true, and this is like a fun little thing. There was a time where if you had enough RP on your account to buy a skin you wanted, but you were like 6 RP short, you could draw like fan art of the character and send it to the customer service team, and they would just give you what you needed for the skin.
You know why they used to be able to do that? Because they
That was
didn't
so
have
sick, man.
Tencent breathing down their neck saying, "When's the next quarter?
Yeah, back
Finance
when it
is
was just
coming out."
Riot doing Riot shit. It was so cool.
Yeah, but
Them's
now
was the good days. Back when we had the Summoner Showcase on the splash page of the login, where you could like you just like watch like fun user content and stuff.
man, I miss login. Like WoW still has a login, but you're auto logged in through BattleNet, so you don't really log in through the game anymore. But man, I miss like I saw a screenshot of the old Wrath of the Lich King launcher. Like they used to
Yeah,
do like at the actual game. There was no BattleNet, it was just a game launcher. But man,
yeah.
fucking miss that shit. So fun.
Well, I'll tell you what, the old League client and the old League login for the old League client were both tight as fuck.
I remember that.
And like every time a new character would come out, they had like the like dedicated splash loop for the new character with their own theme music and shit.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? You said I got
Yeah.
into League late. I have a disc version of League. I never played it. I got it for like Christmas or something, but like I never played it.
That's tight.
I
That's
have.
fucking tight.
I'll have to. It's in the old game room. It's in the spare bedroom. I'll have to.
Yeah.
I'll have to unpack
Do you
it.
have the code in it still?
I think so. Yeah, it's like old school.
Like to get the Black Alistar skin?
I
Like
never opened
Silver
it.
Kale.
I never.
Whatever.
It's not even opened. I'll have to like dig it out of
That's
storage.
tight.
Yeah, I'll have to show you
Yeah, that's fucking
because
sick.
it's in with
Yeah.
like my like WoW discs and fucking like my old Sims disc and shit. It's like in there.
Yeah.
I just never played it. I was like whatever.
Do you ever think about how many currencies are in a game? Like not paid currency, but like including like the in-game free like gold or whatever in World of Warcraft, like sure. But like when you think about how many like other things you have to pay a resource for, like iron chunks and wolf pelts or whatever, like those are all a currency to do a thing, to perform some action.
Yeah, WoW has a
It's
lot
so
for
weird
sure.
that there's like hundreds of currencies in like every game.
Well, you know why? Because it gets to a point if a game has a an economy, it gets to a point where people play the economy and get really good at it, and you have to separate because then all that would be done is you have like a vendor with something for like 1,000,000 gold because like you don't have any other currencies.
Right.
And I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of that, but I understand where it comes from because the inflation gets so bad. And I am also a knower of this too because I don't have gold cap or whatever,
Yeah.
which is like I think like 1,000,000,000 gold on character or whatever, or I can't remember exact amount, but like I have a couple million. Like I'm good. I'm like I'm like yeah, I don't have to worry about stuff, Like I'm good.
You're upper middle class.
Upper middle class, exactly. I'm not struggling, but I'm not
Sure.
rich either, And
You're not a 1%er, but you're doing all right for
yeah,
yourself.
but like you go into the auction house and you see stuff for crazy amounts of money. If they had to only use gold for stuff, then it would trivialize a lot of stuff, I think. But I also agree. Like we get to a point where it's like titanium disc fragments or whatever is, and it's like, it is annoying after a while.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like
I'm
like if you
conflicted.
like I was thinking about it for like Genshin Impact even, which is mostly a one-player experience for the most part. Redundant, but that's fine. Like that game has every enemy in the game drops an item.
Yeah.
Or type of item, like mechanical things drop gears and like ocean shit drops like shell fragments or whatever.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? There's like something they drop. And then all the world bosses also drop a material that is unique to them
Mhm.
and a shared material that is like across all world bosses. And to level up every character, you need a certain like X amount of the world boss unique drop, the world boss general drop, some overworld material like a flower or a fruit or like whatever,
Yeah.
like wood, and then also something from a normal enemy.
Sure. That makes
There's
sense.
like the 4 categories.
Yeah.
But there's 101 characters, I believe, if you count like the main, like the default traveler that you get for free or whatever. But if you think about all the pullable characters in that game, there's I believe 100. I
Jeez,
think.
yeah.
And
WoW probably has
and
around the same, but it's got a different.
yeah.
I can
Yeah, yeah.
get into that in a minute.
And across those 100 characters, you need, I think, a total of like 92 different currencies to level them up all the way if you put them all together. Like
It's
if
a
you
little
consider
different.
materials
Yeah,
as
sure.
currencies, you know what I mean?
Well, in that case, they are
And
being
that
used as
it's
currencies.
so
Yeah.
yeah. And just like there's so many currencies in games.
So WoW has a lot of currencies, but WoW has um like expedition. She's expedition 33. Expansion
Exposition 33.
expansion level um currencies. So like different stuff for different things. Like this expansion
Right.
at the end of this season, they introduced dinars, which is if you kill enough bosses, you can turn in a quest and get 1 dinar per week. After 3 weeks, you can buy a piece of gear from the raid.
Right, yeah, like
So,
yeah,
but
yeah, our
that's
friend
not,
was talking about buying a belt or something with
yeah.
3 of them.
So that's not
Yeah.
something that's gonna like roll over to the next expansion. That's just like a right now happening thing. Um, I like, and this might be controversial, I enjoy the way they're doing gear upgrading in WoW. So back in the day, it used to be like, oh, if something drops from heroic, it's just that. Like that's just how it's gonna be. And now
Yes.
everything has an upgrade track. So like 1 to 8 upgrades, depending on the piece of gear you have. So for instance, currently right now, mythic track, so like mythic raids and like mythic dungeons, like what we're doing, has a
Yes.
1 to 8 upgrade. And we spend crests on those upgrades, and we get crests by doing boss kills, dungeons, stuff like that. But it's like the
Right.
same every season. They're called like gilded, um, havoc, whatever. I don't know all the names of them, but like gilded's the best. And so you get them like it's not like you don't know when to get them or how to get them. There's like a specific like this is what you do to get these certain currencies. So I think that's kind of
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
cool
yeah,
because it
yeah,
keeps
yeah.
people engaged and keeps people chasing like a gear train, which WoW is essentially just a gear treadmill. That's usually what MMOs are in a sense.
Right.
I like that kind of thing. I don't like when there's like I don't like when there's like 20 in one expansion different currencies for different things. It gives me a headache. There's too much. It clutters up my inventory. I give me
It does, yeah.
just allow me to worry about crests for my gear and then maybe a couple other different currencies for different like maybe the raid has a currency that you get only in the raid or something else, something simple, and then that's fine. And then give me like instead of all the currencies, maybe instead give me like a reputation or something I have to farm because that's easy. Farming a reputation's in my eyes
Right.
more fun than like let me collect the currency for this thing. You know, it's a lot better in my
Yeah, yeah,
opinion that
yeah.
way. But I don't know.
Good
I've been
impression of the people that say that. I like that. I like that.
I've been playing WoW for so long that
Ah,
I'm okay with changes and I like change because it keeps things spicy at least. And I'm not like a fan of doing dungeons. I'm more of a raider. I like doing raids, like the 20-man content kind of stuff.
sure, yeah.
But because I need crests, it forces me to go do content with my friends. And I don't 100% love the content, but I don't 100% hate it either. So if I'm doing it with friends or doing it with people who aren't in the guild but they're friends, then
Yeah,
it
yeah,
makes
yeah.
it more fun and I'm spending more time in the game, enjoying the game more. So it kind of does work in that way. Um,
Right, 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 right.
so
Yeah, that is what a time, man. What games are so the way that games have evolved to manufacture interaction is so bizarre to me. Because I remember distinctly a time where that wasn't necessary. Like pre-live service when games were just a game that you bought
manufacture.
and you like play it and it's like fine.
Are we wrapping MMOs into live service games? Because I know they
Yeah.
are like an MMO is always
Yeah.
online live, but it's not quite a live service in the way live services are. Because like live
Wait, is that
service,
really a different term?
Well,
That's like
like
not part of it.
well, like you wouldn't call Marvel Rivals an MMO. It's massively multiplayer, but it's not like it's a live service game. They're like, you know what I mean? Do we understand what I'm trying to get at?
I I understand you're trying to delineate. I kind of just assumed that they were not delineated.
I guess what I'm trying to say, if this makes sense, not all live services are MMOs, or all MMOs are live services. No, what am I trying to say?
All MMOs are definitely live service, but you are saying that like the term live service game is like somehow like a sub umbrella or like a different. It's like shifted in a way. Like inarguably, MMOs are live service games for sure. But then like you're trying to like differentiate from like
Live
Genshin
service
Impact, I
and
guess.
MMOs are just like two separate ideas. So, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is yes, MMO is like always online, is a live service, but the idea of an MMO is totally different than what like a live. It World of Warcraft is different from what I would consider a live service being like Warzone or Rivals or Overwatch. Those are live service shooters, or like even like Destiny is a live service to me, not an MMO, because there's two separate ideas going. Is that
Oh,
I'm saying this wrong? I'm trying to put the words together in real time. I know what I'm trying to say. Don't have the words for it.
sure, sure, sure,
Like they're
sure.
two separate concepts. An MMO by definition is a live service, but a total different concept than what everyone calls a live service.
Oh,
Like
oh,
you wouldn't call Blade and Soul a live service. No one would. They call it an MMO, an MMORPG. But distinctly people
hmm.
call games live services. But you don't hear in the news the live service World of Warcraft just got an update. It's different because it's not like the same.
I would
Maybe
have
I
to
can
sit on that one
call
for a
out the
minute.
chat for help or phone a friend.
Are we breaking the fourth wall for this one? Are we addressing the real time listener base?
In my brain, I know what I'm saying, but I can't put the words to paper.
Because I agree that an MMO is definitely not a shooter.
Well, that's stupid. Yeah,
That's just
everyone
that's
agrees that.
objectively true. But then like you're trying to say that a live service game in the modern colloquial lexicon would entail more than MMOs or would not include MMOs. Because my understanding of a live service game is just when the company shuts down the servers, the game's gone. That's gone. That's done now. Because like objectively, there's like new content and new events and stuff coming out, new cosmetics coming out for like WoW. I'm imagining. So I would think that WoW is exactly a live service game in the same way as Rivals or Genshin. I would imagine. I'm like
I've gone quiet
I'm
because I'm
here for the
trying to
journey.
look for what I'm trying to say.
No, for sure, and I'm here for the journey. I'm here for whatever this point is. I guess I don't know what the hard definition of a live service game is. I just kind of like know what I've interpreted it to be, which is games that like are still receiving free routine updates with new content and are permanently online.
I'm not saying anything purposely because I'm trying to read and put my word. I don't want to
No,
say
yeah, of
something
course.
dumb because it's something I am. This isn't a bit. I'm like not saying something to be controversial for fun.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, please. I'm just kind of like walking through my thought process, you know. because like definitely like MMO is a genre in the same way that shooter is a genre, but I think you would call a live service like a live service shooter or a live service ARPG like Genshin or a live service MMO? Question mark. Like it's kind of like an objective descriptor, but it also kind of seems like, and I'm not like saying this to, like to push you into like responding quicker. I'm just like kind of like out louding how I'm interpreting the idea. Is that like it almost sounds like we're using like live service in like a derogatory term as like live service
No,
meaning like gotchas and like cosmetic farms.
they're two separate concepts. So I found a couple things. So live service, the umbrella live service being it gives like the breakdown or whatever. So this is kind of what I'm saying with a couple caveats that I'm trying to explain. So live
Okay.
service, focus, retention, personalization, monetization, key features, continuous content updates, season events, in-game purchases, player progression systems that may or may not reset. For example, Fortnite, Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Apex Legends. I would agree those are pretty much live services, right? So the monetization typically involves cosmetic items, battle passes, other in-game app purchases. And
Right.
then, like, I think of an MMO, and this is what I believe is the focus of an MMO: persistent, shared online world with, a large number of players, key features, large player base, social interaction, player progression, and often quests, raiding, dungeon content. Examples: World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, RuneScape, and then like other MMOs listed. Monetization: historically sub-based or free to play, incorporate live service elements but in general isn't a live service game. Not all. So, um,
Huh. I can accept that that's the case, but I don't think I can get on board with it. But I can accept that's like objectively true.
I believe that to be true because it. I don't want to. I don't want to be dumb and be like, "Oh, I believe it because I feel it." But like,
No, for sure. Of course. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
All I know, like, because in my mind, live service is like more objective than that, in the sense that it's just like a, are there servers and online connection required to play this game? And does it continue to get new content? Yes or no?
yeah,
And
it's not
then
cut
there's,
and dry like
and
that.
it seems like, yeah, people don't use it that way.
No,
But I know that if the WoW server's turned off, you're not playing WoW anymore.
no, that's not true.
Whereas like
Yeah,
a,
there's servers.
well, you could have Hamachi it, I guess.
Well, no, they're live server.
But
They're
like,
like private servers right now. Like there are like there's not they don't release the server code, but we have it, like there are servers that have WoW
sure,
not
but you're
through.
right.
If the
Yes.
WoW servers
But
go
you're
down,
not
people
playing the
could. No,
official,
not the
you're not
official.
playing the official servers anymore. So like in the same way, like if I don't know what company does Rivals, but if like Marvel Rivals servers turned
Like
off, you're not
Tencent or
Rivals
somebody.
anymore. Yeah, that's, was it really Tencent? That's so funny.
It's one of the
But
like
like,
big like egregious,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Eastern
I
companies
believe
or
that
whatever.
immediately.
That's why they
So
all
so like,
good.
so would we be calling League of Legends a live service in this instance? Okay. And that's like, because it sounds like we're using live service almost as like a monetization genre,
It kind of is, yeah.
as opposed to like a description of whether or not the game relies on back end from like support from the company, which is kind of how I'm
A
like using it in my
monetization
brain.
genre, but also like a constantly resetting genre, like Fortnite, Destiny, like though there's not you're not character progressing in those. There's a resetting with a season. There's not continued progression. Like you don't have in Apex Legends, you're not
Sure.
keeping all the weapons you had at the end of the match into the next match. You're not like, does that make sense?
Hmm. Well, no, for sure. Yeah. Gosh, it seems like there should be a different, better term for that. Because MMOs definitely you're not playing them anymore when they turn off. Like it is necessarily dependent on the service being live. Not to be too like pedantic, but like, you know what I mean? Like it seems like there should be a different word for that. And I wish I could
Yeah, none of the definitions
more
are
succinctly.
talking about like a server going offline, because like also too, almost every game being put out now has a server behind it. Like there's live service
Yes.
concepts in every game now. So like in general, the live service moniker isn't if a server goes down, you're done. That's not like yes or
Yeah,
no
which
if a
is so
server,
strange to me.
because it's
Like I get what I
deeper.
agree with that's the case.
Yeah.
But live service is it in my head seems like like even the concept of the word service and server are so similar.
Yeah.
like like you're literally being served the game. But like as opposed to like a game for the GameCube or something where you buy it once, it's a end of sale, like end of service. What am I trying to say? Point of sale transaction. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. But you just like buy it, you own it, you play it. That's it. You put the disc in your GameCube whenever you want, you play it whenever you want.
Yeah, like
That is not a live service.
Fantasy
You just
Star
own it now.
Online isn't a live service, it's MMO. Does that make sense? Like it was on
Blows my mind. That's crazy
GameCube
to
or
think
whatever
about.
as a server, but it's not live service, it's MMO, because it's a total different style of game. It's not focusing on the things a live service game is focusing on. Like Anthem, live service game, not an MMO. Apex Legends.
MMO just seems like a genre to me, not like a description of a purchase model. And like live service we're using as a description of a monetization model, not like a genre moniker. Right?
Well, I mean, MMO can be a live service model. RuneScape, Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft, multiple other MMOs, monthly service fee, monthly.
Wait, Final Fantasy is a live service?
Final Fantasy 14?
Like FF14?
Yeah, it's an MMO.
But it's a live service.
No, it's an MMO. I'm saying it's MMO because it has the same MMO model.
I thought you were saying the opposite. I thought you were saying
no, I'm
the
not
opposite.
saying that. I'm lumping in all the games that are like-minded in that they're MMOs, not live services.
I see. Oh, yeah, I understood backwards. Might be. Okay, so... But, like, MMO is a genre, right? Like, you would put it in the same pool of classifiers as, like, shooter, JRPG, tactics, MMO.
Well, there are different kinds of MMOs, sure. The MMORPG, MMO tactic, like whatever, right? But that, like,
oh, interesting.
What I'm trying to say is there's like action MMOs, like Elder Scrolls Online MMO.
Well, sure, of course. Yeah. I see. So I see.
Like you're like
so
the combat
MMO
doesn't
isn't
matter.
a genre. The back half, MMO RPG is the genre. MMO is the monetization style.
Live service shooter, so on and so forth.
I see.
Live service gotcha, back half.
Oh. Interesting.
Them fucking...
So MMO RPG, MMO ARPG. I'm sure there's MMO shooters somewhere.
I gotta figure this camera thing out later.
Does that exist? Are there MMO shooters? I guess Destiny. Well, no, Destiny's live service. Does that exist, an MMO shooter?
I would imagine, yeah.
Because the thing, if I understood right, Destiny and the stuff you were reading before was listed as like live service, right? Among the live service titles?
In the list I listed... live services: Fortnite, Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Apex Legends. Destiny is a little different than Destiny 2, I think. I don't know.
Oh. I see.
I don't know if there's a difference.
Huh. Okay, well, we won't harp on this because I know that this is the kind of granular conversation about vernacular that would make you want to gouge your head out. So like,
no, I'm not freaking out. It is.
I don't have to like. I don't want to like get to a point where you're like banging your head into a wall eventually on this conversation. But
I've heard
that's so interesting.
Destiny is a particular thing because I've heard it described as both. Destiny, like I've never heard Apex Legends described as a MMO, but like Destiny 2 is a little diff because it has a lobby. It's not really Like, I don't agree Destiny 2 is an MMO.
Wait, what
The
do you mean lobby?
So like Destiny 2, you don't load into like Stormwind like you do in like WoW or another MMO, right? A big city of people running around. It has a lobby in which people load into, and then you load into different
You can
maps.
do that. You just like walk around with people in Destiny 2.
Yeah, there's a small like 50-person lobby you load into, like a player space. And then there you see a couple people running around on some maps in Destiny 2. But it's different than like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14, or like it's different in that way. I think. I feel
Oh. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I guess Destiny 2 does have that like thing where you're like chilling on your ship and like a holding screen before you load into a spot.
like I'm not trying to fight the pedantic of like is Destiny 2 a live service or not. That's there can be outliers and everything. That's fine. I don't believe it is. So if someone says Destiny 2 is an MMO, I push back on that. However,
No, sure, of
Fortnite,
course.
Diablo 4, Apex Legends, Warzone, stuff like those games are live service games. I would lump Destiny 2 in there, but that's neither here nor there. Destiny 2 is, if you look on the online, some people are going to call it MMO, some people are going to call it a live service. There's like a fight about that. That's fine. I don't believe it
Oh,
is one.
interesting. There's like a derision there. Okay, I see. Huh. That's so fascinating. Okay. So,
I have
are
seen
there
things that are polar opposite of what Death is saying in chat, which is breaking the fourth wall. I've seen the opposite about
right,
that game, and I believe the opposite about that game having played it. However, again,
right.
we're fighting over an outlier where we could just be talking about all the ones people don't think are outliers that everyone agrees on. We're talking about the one
Is
game people
hmm.
kind of like are, the scales are being balanced either way.
So is there a live service MMO? Does that exist, or are they like kind of like necessarily exclusive of each other? Like WoW is an MMO that is not live service, but it's not live service because it's an MMO. It just also happens to not be live service, as opposed to like some games that are both. Question mark? Huh. Huh. So like MMO is a genre, not a description of monetization model. But MMORPG is like a subgenre of MMO where there are other non-RPG MMOs. And there could be a description of a monetization model MMO that is live service, but WoW just happens to not be that. So what are the like the other what are the other words for types of monetization model? Does it exist? Or is it just that one? Like I'm asking so like good faith, like I actually don't know. Cause if like you know what I mean? Like if live service is a description of a monetization practice, what are the other ones? Just not just closed service? Question mark? Yeah, like single purchase? Hmm. Breaking the fourth wall a bit. Yeah, it does seem like free to play, one time purchase, and live service. So like those are like the three. Huh. Is subscription one of them? Like, would that be like the full title of WoW is like a subscription MMO, or is it like a different? thing. Huh. How interesting. Hmm. That's such a fascinating world of nomenclature. I kind of fuck with it. And then live service is when it's like a heavier focus on like microtransactions and cosmetics. So like Overwatch 2 would be that, or like Wuthering Waves or something. So I guess that like that kind of lumps all gotcha games into the live service model. Probably. Because I don't think there's a paid gotcha game, like a one-time purchase gotcha. I guess Smash Melee. I wonder if there is one of those. Can you think of one, Connor? Is there like a one-time purchase gotcha experience?
No, they all want you to pay. That's definitely a live service. Live service gotcha. I mean, I can't think of one gotcha game that's like, hey, we're gonna give you everything without having to pay for anything.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is like the gotcha machine, like the gachapon trophy thing in Smash Melee. But that's a fighting game that has like a fun little mini mode, not really like a gotcha game, so to speak.
Yeah, like Genshin or ZZZ might give you a lot of currency, but the idea is they still want you to pay some type of money, whether you're paying for the gotcha pool or the battle pass or the whatever. They still want you like a free to play gotcha. I've never heard of that. You know what I mean? Like now I think we're just being like dumb about stuff, you know?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like what free to play gotcha have you heard of where you put no money into it at all and you have a non-degraded performance?
Oh, I see.
The idea is
So,
it's free to
so
play.
you're not using free to play here as like free to start playing. You mean truly has no purchases.
Well, if it's free, it's free. If it has purchases, then it's not free, right? Like I don't know. It's tough. Like sure, Marvel Rivals is free to play, but again, it's a live service in that they entice you because it's free. They want you, however, to spend money monthly and continue playing and spend money monthly. The
Hmm.
gotcha is enticing you because it's free. You don't pay anything up front. So like the scary $80 purchase isn't there. However, you look back at your bank statement after a year and you're like, oh yikes, I spent like $300 throughout the year. Oops. You know?
Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Because I would have said that like Genshin or like League of Legends are like equally free to play, but well, I guess they both have a gotcha now. But like, obviously Genshin is a gotcha game, so to speak, where League is just has a gotcha for a
Well,
couple of
again,
skins, maybe not
League is
like
a live
quite
service
comparable.
in which you're playing for free and they're like, hey, you know these ugly characters, base skins? How about we tell you, hey man, look at the store, dude. Look out that shit in the store. Hey, you want a nice little skin over there, buddy? Want a $10 skin? How about you pay a couple? How about hey, we'll give you a shop in which the $10 skin's not $9. You're saving 10%. Go buy that bitch.
The little your shop thing,
Yeah,
your store.
you know what I mean. Like it's so hyper, and then they're like, hey, dude, did you see that we have a gotcha now that you could potentially maybe win a new skin or something? Tight. Hey, put money in that. Hey, you want to open a chest? Buy the key, bitch. Oh, hey, now you can't get any chest. Hey, how about we do a chest gotcha? Buy the chest and the key, and we'll put you on a track. Buy enough of them, we'll give you a free chest.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah, the masterwork chest or
That's like not
whatever.
a
That's
meme.
like a
Oh yeah, masterwork chest.
yeah,
True.
it's a free game, but a live service monetization style in which they want you to spend money, but hey, it's free, so you don't have to spend money. But it's a thought of, hey, we're gonna pepper you with all the cool stuff, and then we're gonna put you with people that have already obviously paid for stuff. So then you're gonna feel left out, and then you're gonna buy stuff because you want to be the only guy on a team without a skin, fucking loser. So then it's like, you know,
I see. Wait, so but when you say there's no free to play gotchas, I guess like not literally, like a non-literal, or do you mean it literally?
what are you saying? Sorry, what are you asking me
Oh,
specifically?
well, because you were saying that like there's no such thing as a free to play gotcha, but like kind of notoriously they're all free. Like there's no gotcha you like pay to play, just pay to gotcha, which is
Yeah, there is no
and
gotcha.
then League
There's
and
no free game in which you're not playing free
yeah,
with a downgraded experience.
right, yeah.
So
As opposed to
idea like
like
we can
League and
say
Rivals, it's just the cosmetics.
it's free to play, but it's free to downgrade is what it really is. It shouldn't be called free to play. It should be free degraded experience.
Oh, free degraded experience is so funny.
Like
And then as opposed to like Rivals and
like
League, where it's just like
if the
cosmetics, not characters.
if the car was sitting on the car lot and we were selling cars, this would be free comma degraded experience. Marvel Rivals is free look ugly. You know what I mean? Like,
You look ugly.
you know what I mean? League of Legends free comma look ugly. Free comma look boring. Gotchas are free comma degrade experience kill yourself.
That made my headset fall off. That's so funny.
Give us
No.
a small nominal fee of $10 and you'll have a better experience. Or give
Interesting.
us $20 and you could pull a character that could make the game a lot better for you. Spend
Rivals, every character is like free or like direct purchase, right? You don't gotcha from Rivals characters.
the Rivals characters are all free. That's why I was like just free look
Oh,
ugly.
okay, yeah. Gotcha. But like you don't have to like acquire a currency after the
No.
game to like unlock the license to
No.
whatever. I see. You just like get in there rocking.
Yeah. So
I
like
think that's how Overwatch works, right? Is you have to like unlock and purchase other characters with like the in-game
no,
gold
they
or
had
something.
that at the start of 2 and then I think people shit themselves and they re-rolled it back. Cuz notoriously Overwatch 1
Oh,
came out and they were like you'll never have to buy a character ever. And then 2 came out and they're like, just kidding, get the pass, you know.
oh,
And
I
I
see.
think they
But now
rolled
they're
that
all like
back.
just
Yeah, I
available
think they
again.
rolled that back. Or they either rolled it back or they're doing a thing. I don't know if they're still doing it, if there's any Overwatch 2 players, but they were doing a thing where after the season was over, the character gets rolled into the roster and you don't have to buy it. So you're buying like to play it
Oh,
early before it's on the roster forever. I don't know if they're still doing that or if it's everything's just on there.
oh,
New characters are just there.
that's okay. That's kind of
But that's
tight.
how that fox girl, the first new character they added, the little fox girl or whatever, was a
Fox Girl. Oh,
she throws little like fire
yeah,
stickers.
Kiritsu or whatever her name
Yeah,
is.
like Inuyasha style, little fire stickers or
Yeah,
whatever at people, and they heal them or damage them.
yeah, little
Yeah,
blazy talismans.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
So
about.
she
Kiriko?
was in a battle pass, and then they added her to the roster after the season was over.
Kimiko?
Kamiko, something. I don't know.
Kimiko, I think.
Yeah, something like that. So like
Either Kimiko
that's
or Kiriko with an R. I forget, but
yeah,
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah. But I wouldn't necessarily again call like Overwatch is an MMO. It's a live service shooter or team battler, whatever. I don't know. It's all pedantic in the end. Kiriko.
It's all pedantic in the end. Is so funny. I mean, interesting. Yeah, that's huh. I had not considered that like live service was like a monetization descriptor and not like just like a descriptor of the availability of the game itself. That's such a like a fascinating concept.
Well, I mean, like that said, right? They get away with this because they can put everything in its own multi sub category You know, they can hide it 4 boxes in. It's like a little Russian nesting doll of like
Little
genres.
matryoshkas.
A
Yeah,
little,
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. True.
So that's kind of. But again, I mean, going back to the original thing again, I wouldn't say WoW is a live service. It's totally kind of different. I think again, I don't know if someone call me an idiot. I think it's like a different way of thinking, a different strategy. Live like an MMO is built different strategy wise, content wise, community wise than something like a Rivals, Apex Legends, League of Legends, stuff like that. It's totally different, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Just
And the monetization difference is not just a subscription thing, but like even like the kind of content that comes out.
yeah, exactly.
Like you guys don't have like WoW summer skins.
Yeah, there's no summer skins in the store. There's no like, oh, the new Jaina drops coming in, big titty Jaina's coming in heart. You know, like that's not happening. You know, stuff like that.
Right,
There's
right,
like it's
right.
different. And there's constant progression in on the character. That's not like wiped or reset. It's continuing. It's a continuous like you're not when a new expansion drops, you don't lose all of your mounts and start over. You don't lose all of your like you're not losing all the gear you had last expansion and starting over. You don't start naked. You have the same progression. You're getting stronger progressively and not resetting.
Sure.
So like Diablo's, you know, seasonal characters,
Wait,
bam, done.
Diablo does that?
Diablo has seasonal characters, yeah.
Yeah.
You have
Yuck.
characters you only
Oh, I didn't know
play
that.
for one season, and when that season's done, you start all over again. Yeah. Yeah, so like WoW, if WoW was a live service, they would be like, "Hey, get the raid mount before the raid is done and the next raid comes out because you're never getting it ever again." And then like get the like you can go get anything in the game forever other than of course like, "Hey, we did this during this season," that sort of thing. That's not really FOMO, that's just like you're doing it in my opinion. People can say otherwise.
Wait, there's no like retired mounts and stuff?
The only mounts that are like retired are the TCG mounts, which they've been slowly giving to
Or like
people
Soul
just
Tiger.
because the TCG doesn't exist anymore. So how would you know what I mean? Like there,
No, I see,
yeah.
I see, I see.
So like there's barely ever a retired thing. There's only like recurring things. So like for instance, there was Plunder Storm, which was like a different mode they tried to do, which was a battle royale with like WoW characters and stuff in like the like in the WoW client, and they had specific rewards for doing that, and then it went away after the thing was done and it came back this year again, and they had the same rewards from last year and new rewards. So it's not like season 1 of Plunderstorm's done, you're not getting anything from season 1. It's not like a, oh boy, like you're not going to get this. You can get that plus more rewards. So they're not like taking things away.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. There are like again a couple things, very limited things that are retired in WoW, but there are a couple retired like transmogs. There are a couple retired mounts
Like from the
from
TCG.
TCG. There's like a couple retired pets and toys because again those came from TCG. There's also like there's like so they stopped doing they stopped doing challenge modes. That's like a mode that doesn't exist anymore in the game, and they took it out completely.
Oh, what were those?
Those were a thing you would do. So, remember when Skate and I told you about Mythic Plus dungeons, where it's like a key you put in and you like do the thing and you can time it and it goes up. You don't time it, key
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
down. Before they did Mythic Plus, they did challenge modes, which was you had a timer, you load into the dungeon, you set it to challenge mode, and if you did everything within a timer and got all gold quality in all of the dungeons that season, that expansion,
Right.
you would get a set of armor, and then the expansion after you would get a set of challenge mode weapons. And there was only 2 expansions that did that in, so you can't do them anymore because the modes don't
Oh.
exist. Like there's no way to actually physically
Oh.
do those modes anymore.
I see. And they're like redistributing that stuff, or like that's just gone.
They redistributed like recolors of them. So yeah, you can get those sets, but they're not the exact color sets that were original. But you do have them.
Oh.
Like they're in the game.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Kind of like when like Sivir got Pax Sivir or like TF got Pax TF, but then they were just like Neo Pax Sivir. It's
Yeah,
like the same skin
but
with yellow on
it's
it.
not like they're
But instead of
saying
like a door prize, it was like a
it's not like
challenge
they're
mode.
saying you can't go back and do the content, but like you can't get the rewards. The content is just not in the game anymore. Challenge modes doesn't exist.
Yeah. Right,
So
right,
it's
right.
not like an arbitrary, like, sorry, we locked you out of this, loser. You're too late. It's just like it doesn't exist in the game anymore.
I wonder why they got rid of those. Just not that popular, I guess, huh?
It's for Mythic Plus, which is like a more robust system. This was more like so Mythic Plus panders to all of the audience of WoW. Challenge modes were like the top 1% of people doing them to get gold. It was like you had to be a top player to like do them or have a lot of gold to buy those. And you're buying them from top players who could 4-man it and carry you. You know what I mean?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
It was an evolution. It was a step into Mythic Plus. It was proto Mythic Plus or whatever.
It's odd they just didn't do both. How weird.
Well, I think
like, did people generally like see them unfavorably because they were 1%er modes?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely like
it was like hurting the optics.
Probably hurting the optics, and then you don't want to you don't want your game to be full of modes that only pander to like one audience. You know.
Are there a lot of those 1%er modes in WoW?
It's mythic dungeons. Like, I mean, mythic raids, but like even Mythic Plus is a key from 1 to how far you can push them. So it's not even pandering to the 1% because you can get a key at level 1 and be Joe Schmo who does mythic raids, or Joe Schmo that does LFR, which is like the easiest raid content, and you and your friends can go see how far you can push your key up. Like, it's not like it's not like, hey, you do mythic raids, so like there's people who don't raid at all and push high keys. Like, it's a total separate kind of thing. Like, you can be a totally different type of player and do really well in Mythic Plus.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh.
You do get rewards in Mythic Plus seasons. You get amount if you get like 3,000 or whatever. There is like rewards for that. But it's not, challenge modes just don't exist anymore. It's just not a like a mode.
Yeah. They're like literally sunset and removed.
Sunset and evolved into Mythic Plus, I feel like, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So WoW is like relatively FOMO-less.
There are people that believe everything WoW does is FOMO, and those people, I believe, have mental illness.
What do you mean?
Well, people say that like CE achievements and AOTC achievements and being able to get a mount. So Skate and I have also talked to you about this, where in World of Warcraft during the season, like my guild just got cutting edge CE. And when I told you, whenever we kill Gallywix, who's the last boss, he drops 3 mounts. After this season's over with, when it goes back to not being a CE boss and just like a regular farmable boss for potential mounts, that drops from dropping 3 mounts to 1 mount, and that goes to like 1 or 2% or a little less. So it becomes your daily, weekly farm to farm mounts if you're a mountain collector. If you didn't do it,
what happens to the other two?
It just stops dropping. It's the same mount that drops 3 times for 3 separate people, because you have to understand that there's 20 people.
Not 3 different mounts.
1 mount drops off.
I see.
You have 20 people to get the mount for. So they're trying to say, hey, you did this achievement.
There's like 3.
We're giving you 3 each time to get people their mounts, their achievements.
Like 3 copies of the mount will fall. I thought you were saying there were 3 unique mounts.
No. 3 of the same mount.
I see.
Yeah. And then later on, someone can go back who didn't do CE, can farm that boss for the mount that still drops at a lower rate,
but at a higher, like a higher rarity.
Yeah, exactly. But that's not FOMO. It's still in the game. You can go do it. People say that's FOMO though, and I'm like, I don't know. Also, though, people in MMO players, you and I have talked about this off camera, movie night or whatever. MMO players like to not play the game. They like to,
Well, yeah, gamers in
yes,
general like to not play games, but yeah, MMOs for
yeah,
sure.
MMO
Yes.
players and gamers in general do not like to do the content to get the thing. They say, "Oh, that thing is cool. I want the thing." Well, then do the content to get the thing. You
Right.
don't just like log in and go, "I want that thing. Give me that thing." It doesn't work that way. You don't log into Oblivion and get, max rank in the Thieves Guild by doing nothing. You have to kind of do your thing. You know what I mean? You don't go, "Oh,
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
be
yeah,
cool
yeah,
if I
yeah.
was that. Let me just hack this and do that," which I guess you could, but like most players are going to play through this quest line and do it, you know?
Right, yeah.
So you have to put the effort in to then get them out. You have to get the
I
effort
see, I
in
see, I see, I
to
see.
get AOTC, which is heroic kill of the boss. Like people think that they should just be able to like, I just want it, so give it to me. Like what? You know what
Right,
I mean?
yeah.
And
Of course,
that's
yeah.
not a healthy way of
Gamer
thinking.
entitlement is not a new
Yeah,
thing,
your
yeah.
mom should have told you can't have a couple things more when you were younger, and you would not feel that way. You know what I mean? Maybe if your parents were better parents, you wouldn't feel that entitled. But here we are.
Damn, destruction.
But
Haymakers on the community.
well, you would be
My
imagined.
goodness.
So like, yeah, people like that think everything is FOMO, or like people think the trading post is FOMO, and it's literally, hey, play the game. You play the game, you put 0 effort in, and you get the reward. It couldn't be that simple.
Trading posts just like the player
The
marketplace.
trading post is literally the monthly thing I was talking about earlier, where you just play the
Oh,
game and get
oh, oh.
rewards. And people are like, "That's so
Yeah, I see, I see,
FOMO.
I see.
I don't have enough time to play during the month to do this, brother. 1 day a week can get you trading post, no problem. Come on, you know what I mean? Like it's people
Sure,
who
sure.
you know what it is? People don't know when to retire from something. Hey, guess what, gamer? You don't have enough time to do this. You don't have enough time to play games because you're an adult and you have a family or whatever of 6. Guess what, gamer? It's time to retire. It's okay to say that. It's okay, in my opinion, to say that.
That's so funny. The fuck you quit argument is
But
incredible.
it's not a fuck you quit argument, because here's the thing: the same people who do that are like, hey, this mythic thing I want to do and I have to like put effort into with a team. I should just be able to get that. Well, no, you have to be able to have the time to get that. You have to work with 19 other people as a group because it's team content to do that. So if
Yeah,
you don't have the
true.
time, hey man, retire. I don't know. That might be a crazy take, but also, hey, it is what it is.
It's just very
It's
funny.
just I think it's an adult take. I'm not saying anyone to go.
Hey, I didn't say you're wrong.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny.
like,
I didn't say you're wrong at all.
well, what I think is funny is when people go, "Hey, I don't want to do." Like, people will literally say, "This is fucked. I can't believe they would do this to us." The player base, Lamau, and go, "Wow, I deserve this mount because it looks cool. Why is it locked behind a raid? Why can't I just get it by like killing a boss in the world?" Well, hey, if we could all just
Right.
like do nothing to get something, then there would be no game and it would just be like a sit around and everyone has everything. And I guess we don't do anything but stare at each other the whole time. Like, what are we doing? Like,
La
there's fucking
Mao.
like people. It's like, I'm trying to think. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it in Genshin terms, but it's so fucking insane to me that people have these takes. It's the Twitter take. And so, in my opinion, my take is, hey man, if flying's too difficult for you, if you can't fly, if flying's too hard, if raiding is too time consuming, and if you have 7 kids and think like everyone else should like degrade their what it is people want everyone else to have a degraded experience so they can get something. It's the Dead by Daylight Twitter argument with every other game.
Okay, hold on. I can get behind the degraded experience argument for like you don't have the gotcha characters. Things should be easier or not, like no effort to get being a degraded that's very funny. I don't know about that.
Well, then what's the point of having difficulties?
Wait.
People, I don't know why you're laughing at me.
Okay, that because it comes back to the thing I started this whole thing on like earlier. Personal satisfaction would be the reason for the higher
But
difficulties and nothing
no,
else.
Again, I disagree.
That's how famously every game before the internet worked. Super Nintendo, N64, NES, Commodore, all those games with a difficulty hard mode. It's just to say in your heart, oh, I beat it on hard mode, I'm better. Hell yeah, I'm
Cool.
good.
We don't live in those times anymore. It's 2025.
Yes. And now people are motivated only by reward, which is kind of the point that I was making earlier, which is kind of now where you've ended up on your own logic of like, why have difficulties if not for reward?
No, I'm saying it's good to have that. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying if you want that, you're wrong.
You're saying there should be a reward for the difficulties.
Yes, and I'm saying you're wrong if you believe
Right.
that. If you believe the opposite of that. The people who cry of just give this thing to me because I want it. No, earn it. Like everyone else.
No, that was not the opposite of what I was saying. I knew what you were saying. Yes.
I disagreed with what you said earlier. Is everything should just be like a merit thing?
You still
and
do.
I'm happy because I did this myself. No, I'm getting a thing. If I didn't
you still disagree with the thing I said.
I am continually. Yes. I'm disagreeing with you.
Right, yes.
Yeah, I would not be mythic rating or playing WoW if I didn't get an achievement, if I didn't get a mount, I didn't get stuff. If I did a dungeon and there was no gear to obtain and there was nothing to do in WoW because I'm just doing the dungeon because I'm happy and fun and want to do it with my friends and not get anything out of my time or whatever, then I wouldn't be playing any games and I would like go get a job.
Okay.
I would not. I'd sell my computer and gaming wouldn't matter because there's nothing like the thought process of you shouldn't get anything out of games is insane.
I was not prepared for the final boil down point of this to be gamers don't have jobs because they want mounts in World of Warcraft.
I'm just joking, obviously, about that.
I was not prepared for that to be like where the direction on the path.
That's a joke, obviously, but what?
I know you're kidding. I know you're kidding. It's just a very funny joke. It's a very funny joke.
No,
is
it's
what
just,
it was.
I don't agree with the concept of you should just get something because you want it, not because you have to do the thing to get the thing. If it is stated you have to get gold to get a gold skin in League of Legends, they shouldn't just add a iron skin because people can't get the gold to get better.
That
like, it's not our fault you suck. It's not my fault you can't do mythic rating content. I'm not gatekeeping. You're just bad.
That's explicitly gatekeeping by definition.
It's not.
That's crazy.
I can't teach you how to be good. It's not gatekeeping.
That's explicitly gatekeeping in the dictionary. That's crazy.
I am not in Blizzard's HQ tweaking the bosses to make people not be able to do the bosses. I'm learning just like everyone else does. And if my dumbass can learn a boss fight, I'm sure everyone can learn a boss fight.
Fun fact, by the way.
Notoriously,
I'm being told by the producer.
bad at games. Okay, I'm notoriously fucking trash.
You don't have to get gold anymore for the rank skin in League, by the way. Heads up.
Okay, cool. Whatever. I don't play League, but I play WoW, so I know WoW.
No, just as a funny thing. Just as a fun concept.
Yeah, like going back to the point you made earlier that I disagreed with, still, again, disagreeing. Like,
yeah. It's so... I'll tell you what. I'm on board. I hear you. I get and I respect what you're saying. We can't call it not gatekeeping, though. We can't say that.
I don't think it's gatekeeping. It'd be 100%.
No. I know, and I'm informing you your mistake.
I'm not.
That's for sure gatekeeping.
No.
That's that's gaslight gatekeep girl boss. That's gatekeeping at its finest for sure.
Imagine. Couldn't be me.
For sure. And to be clear, hey, I've said a million times, I think we need to gatekeep more. I don't even think you're wrong for gatekeeping.
Hear me out, though.
It just is gatekeeping.
I don't want to limit the people that are able to get something. I want everyone to be able to go in and do Mythic. I want you to take the stance of like, hey, I want to get good at the game, and I want to go in and try Mythic. I want people to be doing that. I'm not telling... Gatekeeping would, in my opinion, be me saying, hey, don't do Mythic.
You're saying, hey, have
You're
more
fucking
time.
Garbage.
Have more time and skill is your argument.
To play a game, you need time. And to do a difficulty, you need skill. That's not my problem. I didn't make you do that. I didn't hear it would be the same thing if I came to you bitching that I wasn't good enough to do Expedition 33 expert, and I go, man, I wish I got that expert stuff in normal. You would look at me and go,
people say that all the time. For
be
sure.
better then, loser. I don't know why you're laughing at me. I'm making sense.
I can't breathe. This is that's so. I think it's very funny that you're saying this isn't gatekeeping, and yet your entire argument is predicated solely on gatekeeping as hard as possible. It's
I'm telling
very
people to
funny.
play the game. I'm not telling people that are shit not to try. That's gatekeeping. Hey, you're too bad. Don't try. Get on a team and play. I want more people rating. I want more
Yes.
people playing.
The problem here is that the supposition is that all individuals have the ability to do that if they wanted to,
Okay.
whereas other people don't have the availability to do that. So by saying the only way to earn the thing is to do the thing that they don't have the availability or performance to do, you're excluding that group of individuals by design from getting the result of the
If
thing.
you lost your legs,
Which is fine, which
if
is
you
fine,
lost your
which is
legs,
fine.
how would you want me to allow you to run a race?
Those like bladey things?
Would it be fair to you to
Like the
run on
bouncy
bladey
blades?
things with other people that don't have bladey things? Or would you run with other people with bladey things?
You know what's so funny about you saying that? The guy that had the bladey things, actually, there was a controversy that it makes him a better runner to have the bladey things, so they like wouldn't let him run with the leggies, because like the leggies were like restricted by human leg limitations. And it's like I understand the point you're trying to make, but just as a side thing, it's actually the opposite, where like bladey things was like a too good.
It doesn't matter if it's
Which
too
is
good
so
or
funny.
not. Would
It's
would
so
the
funny,
feet
but
would the feeted want the non-feeted to be running with them? To be beat by a non-feeted person, non-footed individual? It goes both ways.
I hear you. That's very funny.
I don't think it's funny. I don't think you say things I say is funny, and what I hear from
Yes.
that is you're degrading what I'm saying.
I'm not sure how you feel that that's the case. I'm not trying to degrade.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious right now. I'm not joking, actually.
Okay, I
in the
hear you.
moment.
And that's fine. Okay, get little heat. I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
I feel
I can't help what strikes my ear is funny. I'm not trying to diminish.
And here's the thing: I'm not telling people, "Hey, don't play the game," but also, how can you play a game if you don't have time? All right, like how do you play D&D if you don't have time to sit down and play D&D? Is that gatekeeping because
Sure.
you don't have time to play D&D, so like you can't play D&D? Is that gatekeeping? Because that's exactly what I'm saying with WoW, and you're telling me that's gatekeeping, but in my head I'm like, well, no, because if your friends are like, hey, Beau, do you want to sit down and play a game of Monopoly? And you're like, man, I don't have the time to play Monopoly right now. Are they gonna be like, we're so sorry, we're gatekeeping you right now because you don't have time? No one says that. No one believes that either.
Yes. However,
it's a time thing.
It is a time thing. Very true. But it's a time thing because of the difficulty, not a time thing because of the concept.
It's a time thing because
implying that a
of the
lower
time
difficulty takes less difficulty, less time.
But what if? Well, no.
And the difficulty is arbitrary.
So your friends want to play Monopoly. Monopoly is really hard for you because you can't count money. So, and you don't have time.
There's no shot you expect me not to laugh at you. It's hard because you can't count money. You're not trying to be funny right now.
I mean,
you don't think that was a meme?
If we're moving goalposts, I'll move mine too. I don't know. I think
what goalpost am I moving? I'm addressing your point. Okay. Well, all right, hold on. Moving goalpost, making me sound a little bad faith right now.
It feels bad faith, and here's why I'll explain. Because to raid, you need 1 or 2 nights free to do that. So we're not even, skill doesn't matter at this point. The people I'm talking about are people that don't have time saying it's gatekeeping. However, you wouldn't say you're gatekeeping Monopoly from me because I don't have time to even play to begin with. We don't even know what your skill level is. Skill level set aside, doesn't matter. You're not doing heroic or mythic anyway. You're just saying I don't have time to raid, you're gatekeeping. That's not a us problem.
I
That
see.
is a you don't have time to play problem. That's not gatekeeping.
So you're saying that these people in this hypothetical, in this example, these people are saying they don't have time to raid on any difficulty, including the lowest one.
And they're saying that's gatekeeping. And I am saying
I see.
this is not gatekeeping. This is a you having no time problem.
And the gatekeeping is in reference to getting the rewards.
They want the
That
rewards,
are
but they don't have the time to get the
right.
rewards. And we don't even know
Yes.
how bad they are, good they are. It doesn't matter. The reward for playing the game of Monopoly is winning the game of Monopoly. The reward for
That is
doing the
true.
raid is getting the achievement for the raid. The reward for playing D&D is potentially not dying and being the only one who survives in D&D. Like, there's a reward for all of these things.
That last one's a little debatable, but yes, I hear you. Yes.
So what I'm saying is, it's not gatekeeping to be like, hey, you don't have time, so you can't do this.
The problem is that the amount of time that it takes is not natural. It is not unchangeable. The company could change the amount of time that takes.
The company could
It is feasible
also
because it's
change
numbers. It's a scale.
the company could also change how long it takes a Monopoly game to play too. And you could, if the game was changed, you could play.
Yes, and that's why there's like Speed Monopoly. That's why that exists.
True, there is speed rating. That exists. It's called LFR.
So I don't know what that is, but I believe you.
But you don't get the mount from doing the thing. Like, if you want to play regular Monopoly and you don't have time, you're limited to Speed Monopoly. But you don't get to bitch about how you don't have time, so you can't play regular Monopoly. You're like, oh, I hate Speed Monopoly. Well, then you're not playing Monopoly because you don't have the time to play regular Monopoly. You can only play Speed Monopoly because you have a time limit to only play Speed Monopoly. So these people are saying, hey, I don't have time to raid. I only have time to LFR raid. I don't have time to Mythic raid.
And they want the rewards for Mythic raiding.
Exactly.
In the time they have.
And they don't get that.
And famously, there's no reward for Monopoly. So it doesn't. So that one, Speed Monopoly, is the same as Monopoly in the sense that you won Monopoly. As opposed to Mythic raiding having different rewards, which could be put in LFR for people who can do it quicker, but they aren't because they're reserved to a specific bar of time and skill, which implies that they're behind a gate of some kind that's being kept, predicated on time and skill, as opposed to a faster, less skill-intensive game mode that would offer the same reward.
And you don't get the same satisfaction of winning a speed round of Monopoly that takes 1 minute versus a regular game of Monopoly.
Debatably, that's a person-to-person thing. A mount or whatever is objective. That's a thing that happens. We can measure mounts dropping. We can't measure personal satisfaction, I guess. But if those rewards from the higher tier were available in a game mode that did not have the same time and skill preclusions, then that would be more available to the player base, just kind of at large, as opposed to having them locked behind a necessary amount of time and skill. Per attempt, of course, not per drop. There's no way to, because it's random,
but
right?
Again,
yeah,
there would be no reason to even have them then at that point. There's no reason.
If that were true, Monopoly wouldn't exist.
Well,
because there's no prize for Monopoly except, hey, I did it. And people seem to really like Monopoly.
Yes, I get that. Monopoly is Monopoly.
Yes, games where there is no prize are
you
popular.
Have different modes for different people and different timelines and different, like, if you have time to do this, do it. And you get the rewards for that because you put more effort and time in. It's not gatekeeping.
Yes. And therein is where I laugh, because that is the part that is funny to me, that you are not meaning to be funny, but it is because you're talking about the fact that, to my understanding of your point, I'm inferring, you're implying that there's no gatekeeping occurring in a moment where necessarily people are barred from a thing, and it's good that they're barred from that thing and should stay that way.
And in your worldview, nothing should matter and everyone should get everything. And it doesn't make sense.
Let me think about how to articulate this.
You should play a thing and put time and effort into a thing and be like, wow, I'm so happy I didn't get anything from the thing.
Well, personal satisfaction, again, same as Monopoly in the other example, but
well, again,
material items, yes.
You know, Mario isn't an MMORPG in which you're getting stuff to collect stuff and gear. Like there is no, like, totally different game.
Oh, like Super Mario, like Mario games.
You're getting legendary gear in Mario. Because you brought up Mario earlier. The earlier statement was back in the day, Mario and all these other games came out, and you didn't have to have anything.
Oh yeah, like the single purchase games. Yes, single purchase stuff. Yeah. So wait, what about?
But you're comparing those games to WoW, and that doesn't, like, these are different games.
I'm not making a direct comparison to WoW. I'm speaking on the concept of rewards, period. In general. However, yes. I am kind of saying that.
You are saying that, yeah.
In the sense that all games having a reward tied to a ranked content, which that was about earlier, was ranked content, that shouldn't I'm trying to think of how to articulate this point. Because what I was saying earlier did allow the caveat of tournaments, and then we kind of got into the idea of a ranked season being a tournament of sorts, which I can accept and I can get behind. But the premise is that the idea of stakes in ranked shouldn't exist, and I find fault with stakes in ranked existing, which would include material items or digital items. So I definitely am saying that. In the same way, it is not the fault that I am taking here with WoW that there are rewards at a difficulty. The point is that I was illustrating earlier addresses that, but in this moment, the thing I was like laughing at and finding humorous was solely the disconnect between the concept of those rewards existing being or not being gatekeeping. Right? So and again, I'm down for gatekeeping, to be clear. I'm not saying gatekeeping, how dare. I'm saying gatekeeping, haha. That's fine. But if there were, for example, well, actually, I don't even say if there are, because there are, for example, like fighting games where you can only unlock a character by like double flawlessing every round in arcade mode, and people like don't have the ability to do that sometimes. That would be like another example of a gate-kept piece of content where the gatekeeping lever is like player skill. So like Mortal Kombat unlocking Reptile or whatever. Or whichever fucking hidden character was in Mortal Kombat, I forget. I think it was Reptile, but I don't remember. But that would be the comparison point of a single purchase experience and a game like WoW equally gatekeeping content uh behind a barrier such as time or player skill. And to tie it back to the original perspective, I also don't think you should have to do that to play Reptile in Mortal Kombat. Like, that guy should just be pickable, for sure. So, you're right that you're not getting legendary gear in Mario. I don't think there are any Marios that do that except maybe like Mario and Luigi All-Star Superstar thing, the RPG one, but I don't think there's like gear rarities in that. I actually don't know. But there should be unlockables. However, the unlockables should be very low-hanging fruit. Very like anyone could do this unlockable. Is kind of where I'm sitting on it. You know? Whereas your side of it is more like, if you don't have the time and don't have the skill, Lamau, just enjoy not having the thing. To my understanding. Like, that just ain't for you. Type beat.
Things in games that are created and watered down for everyone tend to be less good games and less good products.
But I'm not suggesting that the product changes. I'm suggesting the reward be shifted to a different point. And you're saying the less reward is the diminished experience, right?
If you give everyone a low-hanging piece of fruit and there's nothing for any type of if I just log in and get a mount or log in and do nothing and then get a low hanging piece of whatever, that is not content. That's just like, hey, log in for a couple minutes to get this thing. An MMO needs stuff to do. It needs a treadmill to do because you're spending time in the world.
Yeah, mythic rating.
Yes. Or dungeoning
Right.
or whatever the case may be. If there's just nothing for anything, then there's no reason to have the game to begin with. MMOs are
Because you're motivated solely by reward. No?
MMOs mostly are generated around the idea that you have a world where you collect stuff, you increase your character's power, whatever. If you have a situation where there's zero power, there's zero reward for zero anything, then there's nothing to do. The MMO genre is built around that. So you're saying like, well, this is gatekeeping or whatever, or just like in your original point of there should just be nothing to achieve or nothing to unlock via time or skill or whatever, then you don't have the genre to begin with.
So to be clear, if there were no cutting edge achievement and there were no loot drops, you would not enjoy mythic rating.
There's nothing to do at that point. I show up, I walk in and do what? Kill a boss for nothing?
Like the fight itself.
For
like
what
the
reason?
process of fighting that boss is not enjoyable to you? You don't have like a good time doing that?
Sure, I enjoy a boss fight, but the WoW is centralized around player power and being stronger. The idea is for rating, for example, you go in, you get your ass handed to you for a couple weeks because you're gearing, you're getting stronger, you're killing bosses and getting that loot to be stronger. The achievement is being able to go in and kill the last boss, but it's also the feel of the first 4 bosses were really strong and took us all night, one night to do. And now, because we're so strong and we've got the loot and got the gear from these for multiple weeks and we've progressed our characters, now it only takes us half a night or maybe 30 minutes. That is fun. That is a fun feeling, to feel like you're getting stronger. Whenever there's no getting stronger, that feels bad, that feels stagnant. Feels like I'm wasting my time. If
So
you
the growth is like the
if
main
you
appeal, not the boss fighting.
the growth and learning the boss fight, sure, and playing with your friends, but if you have a game in which you have levels, in which you have gear, and you don't feel like you're getting stronger, that leads to the multiple millions of people who feel like games where, like the the world levels with you and you never feel like you're getting stronger because everything is still your level. That feels bad. It doesn't feel like you're getting stronger. It just feels like you got a level, but everything now is your level. It feels bad. You know?
So like Banjo-Kazooie, for example, or that kind of like non-leveling, like a game with non-leveled
Well,
combat
if
that
again,
is
if you're playing an
off
MMO
your
in which there
radar.
are levels, and it's been experienced in the game before where they took the clash trees out, well, then you're giving me a level, but you're not giving me anything in return. There's no power I'm receiving from this. It's all in the back end. I don't feel anything.
Oh, there's no like base stats and HP and like HP increase from
Well,
leveling
there
up. That's all
is,
from
but
skill
it's all
tree
in the
stuff.
background. You're not putting a point in a tree. You're not changing anything about your class.
Oh,
It's just baked in. And you're getting nothing. It's
I see, I
the
see, I see, I
feel
see.
of, I got 10 levels, but I don't feel any stronger. Feels bad. The feeling of, I spent 16 weeks in this raid and I haven't gotten stronger. I don't feel like I've gotten any good gear. I don't feel like our raid is progressing any faster. That doesn't feel good. That's anti what MMOs are
Sure.
about.
Yeah. Sure.
So you need
So
the
on board with
reward.
that.
You need to feel like you go into LFR, you get LFR rewards. So then the treadmill is, then you go into normal and you do normal and get normal rewards. Then you go into heroic and do heroic and get heroic rewards. And then you go into mythic and get mythic rewards. And you've built your foundation over multiple versions of the content you're doing to end up at the end point, which is not what a lot of
I
people
see.
do, but the end track is mythic track. Getting your character to the max item level, feeling like you finished out the season the best you could. That's the fun of World of Warcraft. Now, people can find that not fun, whatever, but then MMOs in general probably aren't for you then, because most MMOs do that. Final Fantasy
Sure.
14.
So
Yeah.
agree.
So if you have nothing, then there is no point of doing anything because your character is it's just League of Legends. You build up your character in the match is over, start from zero, no gold. If every season WoW was like that, people wouldn't be playing because that's totally different game.
Okay. So I'm with you for everything you just explained. I'm so on board. League of Legends is wildly popular, so I don't know about that very last part. I think that probably would still have some level of play, but it sounds to me like the reward predication of that treadmill is sustaining is like player power tied,
Again,
implying that if their like mounts weren't in there, cosmetics weren't in there, the title wasn't in there,
again, you get the
that would not
cosmetics
be a
from the
diminished
gear, right? There
experience.
is cosmetics in there because the gear is tied to the cosmetics. You get the item, you get the item look. So you're getting player power and you're getting cosmetics. You're getting a mount,
But say there was
but you're
like
getting an epic
sure.
version of the mount. You're getting a
But like
title, but you're
right.
getting the mythic version of the title. Every version of the
Yes.
game in where you go into, you get a thing progressively more by each thing. So you have
Right.
an LFR version of a weapon, and then you have a mythic version of a weapon, and you get both of those appearances for
Yeah, yeah,
doing the
yeah, yeah.
content.
No, yeah, I totally
It's
on
a
board. I fully
mix
understand that.
of player power and looks and the achievement of doing the thing.
But what I'm saying is that, like if the mount and the title were removed, just gone. I mean, they were pushed down into LFR. Everyone could get them. You log in, you get the mount, whatever. That's gone. And the look of the armor was also given out in LFR as like a statless cosmetic, like a transmog item. but you still had the loot pool with the powered up version that has actual stats on it. Would that be a diminished experience?
Well,
Because
again, you
there's
get.
no loss of the player power up
Well, you're missing the
scale?
point where you do LFR, you get the LFR set. You still get the set. So it's different color, but you get the set. You're getting
Yeah, and
everything.
I'm saying like the colors from Mythic as like a statless transmog.
And then on
no
top
stats
of
on
that, on top of that, if you do enough in Mythic Plus, you get an item that gives you the Mythic look of the gear without having to do Mythic. So you can have a LFR
Yeah, okay, so
version
the
of a
thing I'm
thing.
talking about.
It already exists. However, again, you have to do other content
Yeah.
to get it. The people we're talking about, and I think it keeps getting lost, is people that don't want to play. It's the people that don't want to play the game that go, just I want to log in and you just give me a vendor that gives me the thing. No game would do that. Especially not an MMO.
And the reason,
because again, then they want you to spend time in the world. They want you to be a part of the world and do this stuff to get the thing.
Yes. I hear you. So on board. So on board, to be clear.
Anyway, that's fine. I don't want to continue the conversation. I'm fine.
Okay, it's all good. We don't got it. I was out here riffing with my boy, you know what I'm saying? We don't got to be like all that. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, it is certainly one of those things where there's like, you know, strong feelings both directions.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll tell you what, I love that we can have that kind of conversation and we should be like yappers, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Hell yeah, brother. Because at the end of the day, we're still boys and it's just yapping.
Hell yeah. It is that.
Hell yeah, brother. Easy.
It's
peasy.
a conflict of opinion, and that's
Hell yeah. Sometimes it be like that. Laughing. Fourth wall break, laughing at chat being goofy.
Yeah.
But
well, it is getting that time. We have spent 2 hours debating the
the point is, it's a real shame that Blade and Soul Neo sucks.
Yeah.
It's a real shame Blade and Soul Neo sucks. That's the takeaway. SMH. Pay to win ass games. That's unlucky.
It is quite unlucky.
Feels
the whole
bad,
idea
man.
is just shitty.
Yes.
Hard
agree.
Do a sub, allow people to get all the things, allow people to play the game for the sub, or be free to play. Don't degrade the experience.
Yeah. It is very like, it's so odd that they had like the original stance and then like shifted to the new stance for the new mode, but the original game is still out, still doing the original thing.
Yeah, I imagine they just don't make enough money off of it, and they're probably owned now by some bigger company that wants a return on investment. I don't know how much it costs them to like redo, but I imagine it's
yeah, they did like have like an NC soft launcher for a long time, and then like right around the time they got a bunch of weird updates, they also switched to the quote purple launcher. Like there was definitely like an internal restructuring of some kind.
What does NC Soft also have? Blade and Soul lineage. Oh, lineage. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they have Blade and Soul Heroes too. I think is one of them. I don't know what other games they do. I know they do Guild Wars. Apparently they have a game called Fuser and a game called Ion, but it's like AION, like Aeon question mark. I can't say I've heard of those other ones. I do know Blade Guild Wars 2 though. That game I know.
Yeah, my account's banned for that. I cannot play that.
Why are are you banned from Guild Wars 2?
It got hacked when I was in high school, or a little bit after, and I would send ticket in after ticket, and they'd be like, "Give us your age and birthday and your
For
name or
sure.
whatever." And I think when I created the account, I used a fake birthday. Like I didn't use, you know what I mean?
No.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Oh my god. Apparently in 2012, Nexon purchased 15% of NCSoft for like just shy of $750 million. Nexon, of course, famously being Maple Story and Dungeon Fighter.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you're worried,
That's
if you're wondering where the
crazy.
monetization came from, Maple Story, baby.
Yeah, for real. That's
That kind of makes a
crazy.
lot more sense when you look at it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree so much,
The
actually.
purple launcher sounds dumb.
Get a load of this, though. This is crazy. In March 2022, the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia bought 10% of NCSoft. And then in
Yeah.
2023, NCSoft announced it was signing a strategic partnership with Sony Interactive Entertainment. Following that acquisition in 2023, in January of 2024, they wound down and laid off 70 employees. That made the entirety of the Soft subsidiary. The whole subsidiary just got exploded.
Yeah.
Sony was like, "Yeah, kill that shit off, dog."
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's crazy.
And Sony just kind of purchasing duds.
Yeah, Sony's purchase power does seem odd, doesn't it?
They purchased this. They've purchased Bungie, which hasn't gone well for them. And
Oh
that's
my god, I forgot they purchased Bungie.
yeah.
That's
They
crazy.
purchased Bungie because of or whatever Marathon or whatever they're making, that one game that stole all the art.
Yeah,
And then they
yeah.
stole all the art. And then I'm sure that investment, that $1 billion investment's not looking too good. And then
Oh,
Destiny 2's in its like worst state like ever. They're like, I think they're like losing money on Destiny 2 right now. It has like the lowest player base like it's ever had.
that's so tough. Does Sony, this is like a real question. Does Sony have any IPs that they just own outright and are like exclusives to PlayStation? Does that exist anymore? Like Sly Cooper, maybe? I don't know if Sly Cooper is available on other
What
platforms.
studios does Sony even own outright?
I don't know.
There's a Sony Studios somewhere, subsidiary or whatever, Sony Game Studios.
What studios does Sony
It's called
Interactive
PlayStation Studios.
Oh,
Bend Studio, Blueprint Studio, Fire
yeah.
Sprite, House Marquee, Gorilla. I think Gorilla does one of the shooter games, right? Oh, they own us Insomniac and Naughty Dog. So like they own those studios.
Naughty Dog sounds familiar, but I don't know why.
Naughty Dog would be like games that you don't like
that was it like Grand Theft Auto type shit? No, that's Rockstar.
Last of Us.
Oh, Last of Us. Oh.
Last of Us. They're working on that intergalactic game.
They did Uncharted, right?
They did Uncharted, Jack and Daxter, Last of Us.
Uncharted was pretty good.
And then you would know Insomniac from like Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, the Wolverine game that's coming out. They also did the Spyro 1, 2, and 3. I think they did that in tandem with Activision, so there's probably like publishing rights there somewhere. They were
the group that did Spyro, right?
Yeah, I said that just now.
Yeah.
Seedling.
I'm making sure I didn't miss
Bad Dinos, Fruit Fusion, Sunset Overdrive, Slow Down Bull. If any of these sound familiar. I don't know.
Slow down bowl doesn't sound familiar at all. I don't know what that
Sunset
is.
Overdrive sounds familiar, but I don't know. The Resistance, Fuse.
I do know the Resistance. Huh.
Yeah, they used to put out like 12 games every like 6 to 8 years. And now 2020 to present, 5 years, they put out a game a year. And they used to put out like 2 a year. Like in 2014 to 19.
Like they really slowed down for sure. Half speed.
2014 to 2019, 14 games. That's a lot.
God damn. Wait, that is a lot.
20.
That's like almost 3 a year.
Yeah, insane.
God damn. I'm seeing that like they also own Sucker Punch, and Sucker Punch did Ghost of Yote, Ghost of Tsushima, Infamous, Sly Cooper.
Yeah, so I mean they've had a lot of smart purchases, but man, like Naughty Dog hasn't put out much. Insomniac hasn't put out much. So they own Santa Monica Studios. That did
Santa Monica that sounds familiar.
it's on the tip of my tongue. I think God of War, I think they did.
Oh. I see they own Team Asobi, the group that did Astrobot. That was a big game, right? That was like game of the year last year,
Yeah.
I think. Media Molecule and Nix's Software. I've never heard of them.
Yeah, but they have this problem of like they have all these games, but they don't like know how to release games, I guess. I don't know. Like they made this
True.
Well, so I don't know if you heard about all the things with Sony, but they had an issue where they were going to focus on live service games. Going back to that. And so they stopped production on their single player titles. And, you know, we know how Sony's live service games have gone so far. Anthem,
yeah.
I mean, not Anthem, but
So true.
Marathon being not temporarily, but indefinitely suspended. Don't know when that game's coming out now. The one that came out earlier this year that just died instantly within a week. Concord Dead. That was one of their games. They spent like $200 million on to get the studio.
Yeah, just unbelievable money. So much money.
So like they spent all this money on live service games and it has not got them any, you know, return other than like I will say, obviously we can't discount Helldivers 2 has been doing amazing still, even with their with the controversy that like Sony themselves have caused.
Good for them.
But yeah, so
yeah, where you like needed a Sony account to play or some shit like that.
Well, so you didn't at first, and then people in countries where there wasn't Sony Play or whatever could play, and then
and then they lost the play. They required the thing, and like everyone else just like couldn't
play.
Yeah.
They basically
that's so fucked up.
And people were blaming them specifically about it, but it's not like you can't blame the company that's owned by the company that made the decision. It's not like they made it, you know. It's not like they can fight that and be like, "Hey, man, you're fucking up our game right now." Like they're gonna be like, "Oh, we'll just shut you down then." Well, you know, like they're owned by Sony. They can't do anything about it. Like Sony made the decision, not them.
Yeah.
And people were blaming the studio, which you can blame the studio for having a buggy game or whatever, but you can't blame them for what the publisher does. You know.
That's so fucking true, though.
And then I think they canceled a Horizon MMO they were working on, or it might be still in production. But like,
oh, that's a shame.
They were like making a bunch of Horizon content. It's just been kind of failing. Like that Horizon Lego game that was supposed to come out or already did. It's like.
Excuse me.
It's like you didn't see the Horizon Lego game that came out?
No, that's tight. It's straight up Lego Horizon for real? Like Aloy? Like actually?
Yeah, it's like a retelling or like I don't. There wasn't a lot of like story elements that were lining up, but yeah, it was supposed to be like a Lego Horizon game with Aloy and everybody.
That's tight.
Lego Horizon.
Yo, I'm
Oh
kind of
yeah, it's
about that.
$60 on Steam right now. Enjoy.
Yeah, she can't have upside down head as a Lego. That's tight. I see the reviews are not so good.
Yeah, no, they're not so good. I think because of the price. I mean, I don't know about spending $60 to $70 on a Lego game, but could be me.
Yeah, it does seem like there is a lot of pushback
Also,
on the game being very
it's
short.
like a thing where you're like building roller coasters in a like a town area thing. It's really weird. Like if you look at
Wait, what the fuck?
look at the deluxe edition
Okay, you're
includes.
like building like a little carnival
Yeah,
thing?
it's weird. It's Horizon, but not. It's yeah, it makes no sense. So I'm thinking people were probably like, "Oh, weird. It's not Lego robot dinosaurs." It's like if they did a Lego Star Wars game, but it wasn't didn't have anything to do with Star Wars. It's just like, hey, they have lightsabers, but they're like on Earth or something. It's weird.
I love so much that in the like digital deluxe edition, you get a skin for Aloy called Alloy Aloy, where she's made of metal.
Yeah, and a
That's
roller
tight.
coaster customization, which is one of the things you're building in like the town area or whatever during the game. Ah,
So I'll tell you what, I wouldn't buy this game, but
you.
I'll pirate that. That sounds tight. I'll steal that shit. Sounds tight. If that was a free game, I'd
And
go
meanwhile,
crazy.
Split Fiction 2 or Split Fiction, $50. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. Like that came out around the same time, I think. And so I think they just got like,
Yeah.
I think they just got like really screwed by the release date, which was the November 24th, November 14th. I mean,
Yeah. And that's so tough. Cause like that's like not an insignificant part of performance monetarily. If you release at a bad time, brother,
yeah, if
that's
you
rip.
release at a bad time with a bad price, I think that's kind of also.
That's $59.99.
Did you ever get the opinion or did you ever get the vibe that Horizon should have been more than just like the two games they've done? Like, I don't hate Horizon. I think it's a good game. I like RPGs, but I wouldn't say it's like a done in like
But it's an
a top
RPG?
tier way.
Oh, I thought it was like an
It's like
action
an
game.
open world action RPG. Yeah. Like you
Oh,
like
okay.
upgrade your armor
Oh.
and stuff and you like pick up new weapons and make new weapons and stuff. It has character progression.
Hmm. Yeah, it is a lot. There's only two of them. It's even more odd to me that that's the only collab Genshin has ever had. What an odd collab.
Would it have anything to do with
Like,
Studio Gobo being a part of it or Guerrilla Games?
I don't know. But we have Aloy as a playable in Genshin, and she's weak. She sucks. She's like the worst character in the game. So they just released her and said, here's this. She's not good. Please enjoy. And then never revisited it ever for any reason. I don't know what that was
Join
about.
Hunter Aloy as she battles to save Earth from an ancient digital demon. Huh?
That's the Lego
Yeah.
one. That probably happens in the other
A
one.
digital demon?
She fights robots. She fights
I thought
robots,
just AI, like
right?
the robots just overtook the world or whatever. I didn't know it was a like an evil AI arc or whatever.
I don't
I
know.
thought it was just like Jurassic World, but like the dinosaurs got out that were animatronic instead, and they're like now AI dinosaur animatronics. I didn't know it was like the evil AI let the evil AI dinosaurs out, and now like the world's progressed back to zero because of the digital demon.
Is Zero Dawn the first one or the second one? Forbidden West is the second one, right?
Forbidden West is second, yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn Digital Demon. I'll tell you what, there are a lot of videos called How to Kill, quote, the Demon.
Oh. Okay.
So I think literally you kill the demon. I think you literally do have to fight a demon for real.
That is so funny. Digital
Oh
demon.
yeah. Aloy discovers a demon corrupting machines in the Embrace and seeks to, yeah, it's a demon.
So the atheist really got us, huh?
Truly. That's
So that
crazy.
actually took a Matrix angle then. Okay, well, hey. I didn't know we were hitting.
I have those games. I've never played them. Kind of
Which
want
one?
to. The Horizons.
Horizon 1 was good.
They're just sitting on my Steam. They're just chilling there.
The first one was good. The first one was good. Man, I feel like they did a good job, but the combat felt a little wonky for me. I mean, you might
Oh,
agree,
kind of
disagree.
clunky.
Yeah, a little clunky for sure.
Hmm.
However, I will say, we are hitting a hard cap at 5 minutes till 4.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Not
true.
us,
We
not an
do
us
have to
limitation,
bounce.
but a recording limitation.
Yeah, recording. We do have to bounce. What a jam-packed episode this was.
Yeah, you know, if you
What
can't,
an actual
if you can't
crunch.
disagree with your friends, you're not friends. There you go.
I agree. I concur. Hey, and brother, listen, I could agree or disagree with you all day. I love you
I
so
do
much,
too.
man. Hell yeah, brother. Easy peasy. Yeah, we really crunched a lot. We covered ground. We went crazy this
Yeah,
time.
we went around in circles for a little bit. We did a little thing, a little bing bang bosh, but we got it done. You know.
Still a dance, made a
Yeah.
little love. Got down tonight.
Yeah,
It was the whole thing. Did people still know that song?
No, I don't know.
Well, that's fine.
How do we
But
end?
how does one end? What subscription model should we use to end this podcast?
$15 a month plus $1 in restitution fees for your time and brain power.
True. All right, listen up, motherfuckers. If you want this pod to end, it's $15 on the spot. Otherwise, we keep yapping.
And then $500 gets you the big-breasted fucking bow skin.
Oh my god, summer bow would be crazy. Gender swap summer bow. I'm here for that.
Summer bow with the dark maroon nails and the fucking Sailor Moon outfit.
Check this out. What if the gender swap big titty summer bow skin is like fully covered by like a wetsuit, and we get the Limbus company treatment where you like make the Korean gamers mad,
True. And
set a whole nation on
if
fire.
you look ambiguous and you look like you might be 17 or 18, you're hitting the VR meta out here in the streets on Twitch. You'd be hitting the
oh, I hope I'm a VR.
Yeah, you'd be hitting the fucking the meta on the Twitch right now. That's tight. We like metas.
Buckle up. New VR model. It's your boy. But as a big titty girl for summer. We did it, baby.
Titties are tight, and I'm gay. I support that message.
Hell yeah, dude. And you know what? I'm straight as hell, but dicks are all right.
Well, that just makes you gay.
What?